just liked it because it looked like wrapping paper, you know?
Whatever. Oh, no. Not whatever.
It's good. I don't think there should be any doubt about it. Wear it, love it.
It's a great
Live
shirt. It's the time of the year, and even if it's not the time of the year, wear it. I used to wear
Say
a
that
Santa
into the
shirt all
microphone.
time. It's great. It's a great shirt. Wear it all of the time of the years.
I'm gonna
You know
tell
what
you
happened
now.
to your Santa shirt? You nurgle?
The boob like ripped completely underneath. I
Well,
would
then
still
rip
wear it,
their
but
side.
It's too big now.
Do I have to solve all their problems?
It's too cold.
You guys have come up with great solutions. So clearly, I'll put it back into rotation. What am I doing? This is this.
Well,
two things.
Before
We need
start?
to get sponsorship deals with Roosevelt's and Dr.
What
Squatch.
the hell's Roosevelt?
That's the shirt company.
Mm-hmm.
I've-
I've seen them.
I've had
Well,
me.
Dr. Squatch, All right, this is gonna be a good episode.
T-shirts.
Hold on.
The T-shirts are great.
Dr. Squatch, I actually have a PR person. Like I got a contact with.
Well, let's talk to them because they do stuff, and it's a gaming podcast, but we talk so much more about more things.
And I mean, you support Dr. Squatch big time.
Big time.
Go Nintendo Podcast, episode 1004, the Chi-Yu podcast. Nicky Hill or Deux, would either of you like to read the Pokemon this week?
Sure.
Okay, he was first. There you go.
I mean, you could probably do
Have
it by
at it.
heart. You know them all.
I do know them all, but I'll stick to the script just to keep it official. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Pokemon 1004 Chi-Yu,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Year of Our Lord.
Gee.
Oh, there we go.
Chi-Yu
Pokemon and
controls
friends.
Chi-Yu controls flames burning at over 5,400 degrees Fahrenheit. It casually swims through the sea of lava it creates by melting rock and sand. Its height is
Swallowing while he swims.
His height is 1 foot 4 inches. Its weight is 10.8 pounds. Its gender unknown. Its category is ruinous. And its abilities include Beads of Ruin. The power of the Pokemon's ruinous beads lower the SP defense stats of all Pokemon except itself. End of Pokemon section.
Thank you, Deux.
My pleasure.
Job well done. Deux is reading the Pokemon because Mom Brain is not here. She's got school things she's got to do, and she's got other things she got to do. Is she going to be here for the show? I honestly don't know. There is a chance, but I would say it's a slight chance. So get used to just us three jamokes being on the show.
How do you spell Chi-Yu?
5 jamokes.
CHI-YU.
Okay.
Chi-Yu. Why?
I mean, because if it was just a U, the letter U,
Mhm.
it could be like the Chi University or something, you know?
It would have been a Pokemon they made for the Wii U exclusively.
That's right. That would have made the sales of the system skyrocket. By the way, unofficially, the Switch 2 has surpassed Wii U sales. Unofficially. We believe the Switch 2 is at like 15 million right now, which is 2 million past the Wii U. But unofficial. We will know officially in February.
Was there no Pokemon game on the Wii U? That sounds insane.
I'm sure there was not a mainline one, but there's got to be something. Yeah, there was like Pokken Tournament, which was a fighting game.
Really?
Pokken?
Oh, because they were putting them out on
it was made by the Tekken people.
Pokken. This damn near killed them.
They were putting them out on the 3DS at the time, probably, right?
They were mainline Pokemon games were always on portables until the Switch came around because it's a hybrid. Yes, I'm sure there is something else Pokemon related on the Wii U. I just don't remember what. Nicky Hill is here.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
That's
How
great to hear.
about you?
He's getting compliments on his shirt in the Discord.
Nicky Hill, for the
Oh,
audio
yeah,
listeners, is
there.
wearing a Roosevelt Frosty the Snowman / Christmas related hoodie that is very festive, and it has the look of old school
That's my
wrapping
favorite-
paper.
That's my favorite part. It
Really
looks
like
like
it.
old wrapping
And you
paper.
gotta feel it too. I can't describe.
I feel it.
Yeah.
It's
Feel
it's
it.
like
Feel
a
it.
very
Oh
light.
yeah, one of those.
It's-
Yeah, I got a hoodie like that.
I had their T-shirts, the button downs,
Mm.
and I was like, man, these are the most comfortable shirts I've ever had. And then I bought this because I was like, do I want a button down T-shirt, a short sleeve shirt
Mhm.
during the winter time
With an undershirt underneath, obviously. Goes without saying, but
Well, so most of those I don't necessarily put undershirts on, but I wear them and I wash them. They're
Okay.
not white t-shirts where you can see the nips. Also, I've got a lot of chest hair, so a white shirt becomes a gray shirt. It's a whole thing. But it's cold. Do I want to be wearing a t-shirt in the cold?
No.
Clearly I don't. I got an undershirt on all the time now, Mr. Undershirt.
I used to wear.
Nobody calls me that.
I used to wear like Henley shirts or whatever, or not Henley, like thermal shirts or whatever underneath. Long sleeve with that's like what late 90s, early 2000s style.
The waffle.
That's what I wear all the time now. Yes, that's my.
Those are great.
But all of my waffle shirts are Henleys, so they have got buttons.
I see.
So you wear that as an undershirt, it's just weird.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
Anyway, I put this on to be like, do I want this? Do I want the other one? I fell in love immediately.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
I can't believe I'm like blown away at how comfortable this shirt is. It's not warm necessarily. It's a performance thing, so it's I guess made to wick away moisture and stuff like that, and be comfortable and flexible. But man, they do it up. They do it good. And these are $3 cheaper than
not
the
sponsored.
other shirts.
Not sponsored. That was the only thing I was going to say. Is I remember them, and I might not know their full breadth of selection, but I'm like they're a little bit pricier than I would want to spend.
They are, but they also have a shirt that's a Back to the Future shirt where it's like a solid white or off-white with like speckled blue splattered all over it, and on the inside, I don't know if it's the entire interior or just the hood, it's like a bunch of different like layered, almost like hoverboards or whatever. It's like another pattern that they have.
Great Scott.
Yeah, it's a nice one as well, but I don't know if I'm gonna buy it right now. I got this. They had a sale, Black Friday sale, and here we are. Numbers. That's enough about the shirt. How are you doing, dude?
I was gonna say, Deux is here.
Uku.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
That's great to hear. And of course, Josh.
And what are you wearing?
Tell us about your shirt. Josh Grobot is here, the one and only, my friend from college days. Joshua, how are you doing?
I don't want to be here.
Of course, Josh. Are you going to have an attitude the whole show or no?
A big hello to my fans.
All right. I'll take what I can get. And George is here. George, how are you doing,
George, no. 'Tis the season.
'Tis the season for?
Oh, you put a lime on the tree.
The top?
All over.
Oh, okay. It's just lime ornaments everywhere.
Yeah. I like all of my trees to have limes on them, not just lime trees.
Why did I not see that coming? Of course you would, George.
Yeah.
Of course you want limes on all trees, not just.
And I'm wearing a George shirt. It's my own brand.
He's wearing a George shirt. It's true, and I've worn George clothing before to weddings, to funerals. I think that's it because it's fancy clothes. It's not the kind of clothing I would wear. I'm not like a George. I'm not like you, George. I can't wear that all the time.
NicoDarunia has posted your dog in the
what?
In the Discord.
There's George's dog. Yeah, that's George's dog.
George's 3-yeared dog.
Yeah.
With a lime that's got floating leaves on it, I guess. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yes, let me move over to the Discord. Hello, Rhett Souza and Maddie Biss and Ice Dilbert and Fluffer Nutter.
That's the little George Zest.
And Tater Tot and Mark and Radical Defect and Straight Jeffin and Drake and Malik Halo and did I say NicoDarunia and who Vachi?
Locksbox, we speak your name.
Oh, he just joined. Oh, he did. And Locksbox, Music Man, we speak your name. I saw something about a birthday. Radical Defect says my birthday is Tuesday and I do not work until Friday, so I will be rotting in my pajamas for as long as possible. That is the way to do it, my friend. Rotting has really come into its own in the last year or so, and I'm glad people are embracing it. You just sit there on the couch, lay there on the couch, sleep on the couch, eat on the couch, do whatever you want. Or if you want to rot in bed, go rot in bed. That's fine too. But just rot. Everybody works hard. Everybody's got things they got to do. Everybody's always busy all the time. So when you get a chance to rot, allow yourself the ability to rot. Mom Brain used to not be a rotter. She used to sit down and be like, oh, but I should do this or I should do that and blah, blah, blah. And eventually I taught her the ways of the rot. And now she has fully embraced rot. She rots quite often now playing that bingo game, Bingo Frenzy, on her brand new iPad. She's an iPad baby now.
Wait, when did she get an iPad?
She was up for just this week. She was up for a new phone, and Verizon had a deal that was like, it was some stupid deal. It's like,
Oh,
she
I see
didn't.
how it is.
It was like
get it.
spend $10 and add another line to your account, and we'll give you an iPad at no additional cost. Which they always have some sort of iPad deal going on. And she was talking to me about it, and she's like, "It's $10 more." And I was like, "Well, yeah, do it. Do you have to do anything?"
Okay, we can replace
Per
this
month,
one.
yeah.
That was
Nah,
how
I
that
don't-
one came into
I
existence.
don't want to do that. I'm gonna leave her iPad pristine. But I said to her, "Yeah, do you got to do anything with the second line?" And she was like, "No, they don't want you don't have to do anything with it." So, we got a second line for, I'm sure down the road they will raise the price on it, obviously, but I often call all of those people and argue to get like, "Hello, Cumulative and Slider,"
You have
to get the like deal.
you have to get back to the.
You just call them and you're like, "I'm going to leave." And they're like, "Don't leave. We'll give you this just for you." And it's like, the new deal that everybody gets.
I
but
love it
whatever.
because I do that and they're like, "Okay, go. See you later." I'm like, "Wait a second. This is unbelievable." And yeah,
Like, "Sarah, we're raising the price on you actually because of the stress."
Matty Bisk, enjoy your rot day, my friend.
But you see how that works, right? Like you give a kid an iPad. You gave her when you didn't give it to her? When did she acquire this
Got
iPad?
it this week.
But like how long ago? A couple days?
It might be a little bit over a week, actually.
And now she's
Let's
just
say
like,
week.
"Oh, I'm not doing the podcast. I'm spending my time on the iPad.
There you go.
No, she's working.
Can be watching TikTok
When
shorts."
she's on the couch,
or
the only thing I've
YouTube
seen her do
shorts.
on the iPad is play bingo. Mom, Brain, get in here real quick.
No, she can't. She's playing bingo.
What do you do on your iPad besides bingo?
Bango.
YouTube. She does YouTube. Oh, your YouTube. Yeah, I got to talk about that. Okay, you're dismissed. Thank you.
Also Canva.
There you go for her Spiders and Flies creations.
Mm.
Very important. Thank you.
Hardly knew ya.
You're good. Pornography?
Well, I was thinking, no. I don't.
I heard her say,
Ah, yes.
What was I just? Oh, I was considering taking notes on it at work.
Taking notes on it at work, she says. Okay, thank you. You don't need to justify. I was just curious. Goodbye.
I love you.
Love you too.
"Mom, Brain, I love you."
I love you guys.
Wow, she's got
she
her
does.
whatever. You know the names of them. They go over the ear, but you can still hear, but
Yeah.
she can't. Oh, she's
Shocks.
back.
You're all good boys.
Wow.
Thank you. If people couldn't hear because she didn't have a microphone, she said, "We're all good boys."
I was gonna say debatable,
Shocks,
but she
right?
knows. She knows. it's a- Shocks.
SHOKZ.
That is it. Yes.
Spelled with a Z, so you know it's edgy.
Well, I was just gonna say something based on
Shocks.
what she
Good
said.
boys.
No, God, it was not even a minute ago. She said something, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm
She
gonna."
loves you guys.
No. It was before that. There was something I was gonna parlay into. Oh, that's terrible. If I could have a replay.
Bingo, YouTube.
YouTube, Canva.
YouTube, thank you. That's it. YouTube. Everybody's posting their Spotify Wrapped for the year, and that's very popular. But
Everyone's
obviously,
favorite time of year.
there's been a lot of pushback.
Wrapped for the year a month early.
There's-
What the heck?
There's been pushback on.
They don't know what I'm going to listen to this next month. It's going to alter it severely. Go, please.
There's been pushback on Spotify in recent years, but especially this year because of just how crappy they are in general. And I've seen lots of people on Instagram, because that's where a lot of people post their Wrapped, asking for alternatives. And Mom Brain has wanted to move, and I've been trumpeting YouTube Music for many, many years. And Mom Brain just made the switch, and she found out that they have an import option for Spotify stuff. So if you've been worried that you don't want to leave Spotify because you're going to lose all your stuff, well, now you can import over to YouTube Music. And again, as I've said many times, I cannot recommend YouTube Music enough. That playlist that I said I had going for 2 weeks straight is now 3 weeks straight. I have not closed this one tab. Its algorithm has been blessing me better than any other before. It is incredible. That's right, Ice Dilbert. I see that all the time. Slider 64 is on the right side of things. They say, "I love YouTube Music. It is the best." And yes, Ice Dilbert is talking about Discord. Discord will give you your Wrapped for 2025 if you want to click it. I don't do anything on Discord but GoNintendo, so there's no point in checking. But Ice Dilbert has shown me that their favorite server of 2025 is GoNintendo.
Yeah, we're
So thank you
serving.
for that support.
YouTube did their video thing too. I think their wrap up.
Did
yeah,
YouTube
well, your
tell
watch
you-
list. Yeah.
Did they tell you how old you were, like Spotify did? I mean, how is that not insulting?
No.
I mean,
it's
obviously, I'm not going to
so,
be
like-
young. I'm not going to be younger than my actual age.
But like,
Well, wait. So
it told me it was like I was like 60 something, and it was like because you listen to things from the 70s, and I'm like, so it's just based on the time frame of the music that came out that I listened to, like.
my understanding, because I looked into it, is based on that partially, and it's also based on the they look at the average
How many
age of
times
the-
I listened to it
of
to
the
see how much
user
my
that
hearing
listens
is.
to that stuff. So it's not just it came out then, you're this old. It's also looking at
I mean, it's
other
also
people.
just like random. Like they could just throw out a random number, right? Like you're 104.
They could say whatever they
Ramps.
They could. There you go. Look, Red Souza says their listening age is 70. So you got your listening age. I take
No,
it?
I don't use
Oh, okay.
Spotify. I just heard about it and wanted to make a big deal, and I figured my age would probably be 67.
Why not
So
69?
sorry,
Do 6'7". I'm so sorry. I know you don't like it.
No, I
know
didn't.
you don't like it.
You know what? I
He did it earlier too. Nicky Hill did it when I was in the bathroom.
I did it to myself, so you don't have to
Okay.
apologize for that one.
What did I 6?
Hi, Plant Rocker. Good to see you. You were talking about something while I was
Oh
in the bathroom.
no,
and you
these
said
shirts are $67.
There you go.
67.
I saw a guy. There's this guy on TikTok who does amazing breakdowns of like things that are going on in the collective right now on the internet, and he breaks it down from a very like interesting, unique, philosophical. There's another word, standpoint, and he was talking about 6'7" and about like how really interesting it is because it's like it doesn't mean anything. But it means something, and it's gotten so big that it's taking on a thing of like
The same with the American dollar. Am I right?
His breakdown of it was amazing. I'll have to show it to you later. But there's more to 6'7" than just little kids shaking their hands up and down and saying 6'7".
I'd be interested in seeing that because I don't believe it.
Well, you can at least admit it's gone way beyond not meaning anything. Like it's become like it's a thing. Like it's I don't want to say a movement because there's no greater like 6'7" movement, but it's become like a part of the zeitgeist outside
I might be in the minority, but I think we should make it illegal to the point where if you say it, we throw you in the gulag. And we can do that now. I don't know if you knew this.
I'm trying to say this as delicately as I can, and I mean you no harm or ill will. I would love to talk about this more with you, but I know the more we talk about it, the more annoyed you will be.
I just love how you think this pisses me off. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So you know what? I'm just gonna.
No, you can talk about. I want to get. I need to get better at controlling my anger, especially because most of the time the anger comes from like unfounded places, like like 6'7". Who cares if I don't like it's a stupid thing to get mad about, so like I need to practice not being mad, and what better way to practice than with something that makes me extremely mad with people who I trust that trust me. So like maybe that would be the way to go about facing that irrational anger.
And I'm not saying like you should love 6'7". Like I don't care if you like it or not. It's all. It's just the anger about it is one thing. But and you could think it's stupid too. That's fine. But
exactly. Well, that's my problem because when I was a kid, it was like adults didn't like anything you did, and I was like, I'm never gonna be like that. And I'm becoming like that. And it's like, look, I don't have to like the thing that I don't understand, but at least don't get irrationally mad about it. Like it's so
you
silly.
could not like it.
But like when you were a kid, words had meaning.
Well, Deux had a great example, but he said it and I was trying to use it as an example of why 6'7" is worse. Because he was talking about when we were kids, I would qualify as kids. When we were in high school, Tom Green, the #1 song in the country was the Bum song, and he's like, my bum is on the Swedish, and he was like, that doesn't mean anything. I was like, yeah, it doesn't. It's just like 6'7", and but then Deux was like, but I understand what that means, and I was like, I'm not going to touch this anymore.
Well, I understood it because of the music video. I probably wouldn't have known what he meant by the Swedish. I wouldn't have been thinking Swedish fish. I mean, it is kind of
my
a
bum
silly
is on
line.
the Swedish.
Was it Swedish
is a line that
fish?
makes no sense. No, there's no sense to it. My bum is on this. It's Tom Green. I don't need to explain it. The man doesn't make any
Maybe
sense.
I'm crazy, but I could have sworn in the music there is a music video, and I think he like sits on a giant Swedish fish in that portion.
Yes,
of the
there
song.
is a music video, but the song existed before the music video.
He's on a sign that says Swedish. Thank you, straight
There you go. His bum is on the Swedish. There you go. So exactly, like look at him in a superhero costume, rubbing his ass on a sign that says Swedish, and that's the line in the song. And we're like, damn it! Back when things made sense and we were putting our bums on the Swedish. It's like this has existed throughout history. We've been doing stupid stuff like this the whole time.
It's true, and I don't want to defend the silliness, but like this is like an adult man doing this for some reason, whereas like the 6-7 thing is like the children across the country holding.
That's what I'm trying to wonder.
I'm trying to wonder. It was number one in the country.
Trying to wonder like how old he is here, or if I'm just seeing him and thinking he's older than we are,
like young 30s.
So like he's still older than we were. You know what I mean?
Oh, by the way, I'm not knocking the Bum song. I loved Tom Green. Watched that show every episode. I absolutely loved it. I'm just using it as an example here. And Tom Green in Freddy Got Fingered when I think it's very funny, but he's doing something nonsensical there where he's distracting people by pointing at nothing on the floor and saying Japan 4, which is just something he made up. And they're like, what? And he's like, Japan 4. And that was a big thing back when the movie came out. And that also does not make any sense. But obviously things go much further nowadays because of how big the internet is. So 6-7 is bigger than the Bum song ever was. And, call me crazy, but I think the rankings on TRL weren't exactly legit because I think they manufactured some of that list to get songs. What the hell happened?
How dare you?
I don't know.
Oh, I put on screen.
Dave Holmes has a word to say about that.
Dave Holmes.
Or that delightful Jesse.
This is terrible. He's still alive, right?
Oh, I hope so, because I wouldn't be joking about him otherwise.
No, it's fine. I know. I want to say this is bad. I want to say something bad happened to one of them. Matt Pinfield or Jesse, whatever, or Matt Holmes. I don't know. We're talking about MTV VJs for those who aren't ancient in the Discord or are listening live.
MTV is like done too. They just closed their studio.
Well, that is true in one part of the country. It is not true for.
They closed their studio in New York. It's like
they closed their offices there. I mean, like I know there was, the internet did what it always does, where it's like MTV is shutting down, and then you read the article and it's like in one country, halfway across the world, MTV's not shutting down.
I mean, I was working with people from MTV, and they're talking about how it's shutting down, but I don't know. I didn't do research on it.
Speaking of music, Matty Biss wants me to ask you this, George. Were you the founder of LimeWire?
Limelight?
Limelight, yep. Yeah. That's one too. LimeAway.
But for me,
CLR, calcium, lime, and rust.
LimeWire is how we just communicate. We
hit you up on the LimeWire.
We stick a rope between two limes and we talk into the limes. That's how we would talk about on the orchard.
Rick, you can contact me on the orchard. Get me on the orchard.
Hit me up on the LimeWire. That's what we'd say.
What did you ever download any songs by the band The Lemonheads?
Oh, that's a terrible idea. Why would you say that too?
All right, moving on to regular stuff. Let's do topics before. Do you guys have any topics before I get to topics that I had before Patreon?
Hey, I tried something new.
Let me hear all about it.
Burger King had their Spongebob theme stuff release.
I was just talking to Mom Brain about this yesterday,
and I ate it. The pineapple drink, I like it. It's fun. It's like pineapple Fanta, so it's like a pineapple Fanta slushy. It's a regular Whopper that has Slider 64. I tried to get the Popeyes Five Nights at Freddy's thing. When I went there, they said they were out, and I said, "When are you going to get more?" And he said, "I don't know." But yeah, day one, I was like, "I'm going to go get a burger, Krabby Patty," which is not a Krabby Patty.
Hi, Darmani.
It's just a Whopper on a square bun.
That these things exist. I had no
Snackalator,
idea.
man.
I also am aware, but I do follow all those snack accounts because I'm very interested.
Yeah, the
TikTok account or an Instagram account or
yeah.
I'm hungry.
So the thing for me was the bun. I think when he tasted it, he said it doesn't taste any different. It's just a Whopper that's with a square bun. But I'm pretty sure the bun was like rubberier and stuff like that. It's it's got some sort of treatment to it to keep that square shape.
Mm-hmm.
The bacon cheesy bites or whatever
Yes.
were pretty good. A little smoky bacon flavor.
Just like SpongeBob likes.
And then that star Patrick Starberry
his name.
pie or whatever was very sweet. It was very moosey. I mean, I'd probably get that again, maybe. But I think they're selling out all over the place. I didn't get the Grinch stuff from McDonald's.
Those pickle fries. Yes.
Yeah,
I want to
seems
try
like
the
a
pickle
messy
fries.
ordeal. Like
Well,
it's
you
a
put it in a bag and
pickle
you shake it
fries
up,
in
right?
in a sleeve. Like,
I thought they gave you a little shake sack.
is that what it is? Because every time you see it advertised, it looks like a small.
Hey, Ice Dilbert had them, and they say
small-
pretty good. Yeah, I do want to try them.
They're a little late to the pickle craze, right? We
Pickle
had-
crazes all
Are
the
they
time,
just
24/7.
fried
baby.
pickles, or are they?
No, it's French fries with like a pickle dust, like
like a dust,
seasoning.
yeah, like a
So you
dill
sprinkle it in
pickle.
a bag and you shake up your fries, and then they're pickly French fries. I mean, it
Yeah.
sounds good.
Because
Hmm.
there's nothing better than paying more money for food and then having to do the work yourself.
I mean, I'm sure I'll do it for you. Give me the bag. I'll shake it up for you.
And yeah, I bet you're
Shake it up real nice.
Tip, please.
He's gonna definitely take a pickle chip tax.
I am going to take one of the French fries for myself, but outside of that, you're good. Boy, that's Steve Hillenberg dies, and Nickelodeon's like, here we go, baby.
Well, so that was it. Yeah. Did you see that? Like,
yeah,
one
he
thing
was
he said, he was like,
vehemently
never,
against all
never. I never want to do
Yeah.
any cross promotion or like whatever. What's the term?
that. That's it. Collaboration.
Wait, the SpongeBob guy died.
Not a long time ago, but a decent amount of time ago.
And very, very against collaborations and stuff like that and
Could
marketing.
he not leave the IP to somebody, like to a trust that would not sell out or something? Is there not a way to do
You can't
that?
trust anybody
I
these
don't
days.
think. I think Nickelodeon held the rights to it from the beginning, pretty much. He was the creator. He left the show for a decent amount of time, but then he came back in more
die?
recent years to die. But yeah, Nickelodeon or Paramount or whoever, Paramount
Mount.
has. I'm pretty sure they were always the majority owner of that.
So
You're
they were
putting
just
a show
being
on
respectful
Nickelodeon.
to him by not selling it out, I guess.
Yes,
which
because if
sounds
the
strange.
creator of literally your biggest property ever is like, I don't want to do this, then yeah, you're gonna
gonna wait
not want
till
to
he
rock the
dies.
boat too much, and then he dies, and then
And then they
6
did
months later
Wednesday,
they're like,
Wendy's, and then now Burger King.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know. But Wendy's, what do they have? Like, they actually changed the burger for it. It wasn't just a standard
I
burger.
thought people were very angry about how they didn't change the burger enough.
Burger King.
No, Wendy's.
Burger King didn't. It's a Whopper. It's everything. It's seasoned. It's treated like a Whopper.
Oh no, Mark, I didn't know that. The secret sauce on the burger is SpongeBob's cream.
Senior, what's his name? Mr. Krabs?
Mr. Krabs. Were you gonna say Senior Krabs?
Yeah, what is that? That's something else though.
I don't know what
Senor
Senior
Frogs?
Krabs. Senior
Oh,
Frog.
maybe Senior Krabs? I don't know. Senior Krabs? No. Have you seen them? Got them?
Not bad, not bad.
Do anything you'd like to tackle before we keep going here?
I don't think there's anything I could say
You're
that's going to tackle this.
Malik Halo, you're right. Well, you got to be on the show. Malik Halo said chum is right there. It would have fit perfectly. SpongeBob's chum. That's terrible. All right. So I do have a couple things I want to talk about before we get into Patreon, and they are both related to one another. I apologize. You've heard this story already.
Pokemon?
Nicky Hill, you have not.
No.
Went
Did
to
you
the
hear
movies.
The new Pokemon that's coming out. There's going to be Pokemon 6 and Pokemon 7.
And that's how many Pokemon are in each game. Went to the movies yesterday to see not a movie. Went to go see Jujutsu Kaisen's first 2 episodes of the new season. So it was like a edit of the end of the last season, mixed in with a movie style cut of the first 2 episodes of the new season. It was lovely. Had a great time. Really blown away by the animation that Mappa does in general. And this new season looks stellar.
Question.
I'm all in on the story. I'm very excited for where things are going. Question, Nicky Hill.
That's all it is? Or did they have a movie coming out still too?
That is all it is.
Oh. I couldn't get it because there was so much information in the trailer. I just like I glazed over.
Yeah, it is.
Glazed?
It is. That's all it is. I'm gonna say it's not really the last 2 episodes of the last season. Those are in there, but there's a little bit more than that too. They do like a sizable, not sizable. They do like a recap of the bigger fights that happen in the second season towards the second half of it. Then you get like a new cut of the final 2 episodes of that season. And as I said, it goes right into the first 2 episodes of the new season, which, man, they were really good. They were really good.
Was it 2 hours there?
No, hour and a half. Each episode's like 20-something minutes.
Mm.
But it was excellent. Very good. Really excited for the new season, which starts in January. So saw that and then went to the bathroom afterwards. And this bathroom at this movie theater always gives me an interesting story. And this is probably the best one. Went to the bathroom at the urinal, opposite wall of other people, but I was down one
Those
end,
were sinks.
so I could see the other people down the other end on those urinals. And there was 2 guys down there that were obviously friends because they were BSing with each other.
Because they were crossing streams.
And a third friend came in and walked up behind one of the guys. So it's like getting in line. He walked up behind one of his friends like he was in line with him, but walked up very close behind him, took his hands and slammed them on the wall on either side of the guy as he's peeing, and was like, "Hey, what are we doing here? What's going on?" And his friend was like, "Please don't do this to me." And his other friend was laughing because it's a funny situation. And he looked over at his other friend, the guy that had his hands on the wall, and was like, "Oh, you think this is funny?" And like hip checked that guy to scooch him over and was like, "Come on, let's do this," as in let's combine streams of pee in the same urinal. And that guy was like, "No, please
There's no
stop."
dividers, I'm assuming.
No,
between
no.
these-
You've been at a there's
I don't know.
are there there's no I either don't remember there being any divider.
I mean,
there might be a
can't
little
be,
something.
it seems, right?
But hip checked him and like was trying to get him to scooch over to join in the urinal to pee with him. And the guy was like, "Please stop." You know, but the way that they were acting made it very clear this guy does this very often, or at least harasses him in this style very often. And it was very funny. So I was happy.
So were they just
to
peeing
experience
all
that.
over the wall? At one
What are you
point?
talking about?
Well,
They're
he's
at 2
trying
urinals.
to enter the trying to shoot it into the other urinal.
One guy was peeing directly in the urinal by himself. He just had the guy behind him. Then when the guy behind him hip checked the other guy, it wasn't like a slam.
Oh, he hip checked. Okay. I got confused.
The guy who is abusing the first guy
Right.
hip checked the
Continued to
guy
abuse the
next
second
to
one.
him.
Gotcha.
Yes, you got it. Yes. So no peeing on the wall.
I thought
peeing
the
in
first guy
urinal.
was peeing and was like, "Oh, you're gonna laugh at me
No,
while
no,
he's
no,
doing
no,
this?
no.
Well, I'm gonna
It was the
I'm gonna
prankster
pee
the
in your
whole
bowl.
time. It was the guy that walked in that got both of them because he saw the other guy laugh and he's like, "Oh, you're
It
not."
probably
You're not
started
getting out
with
of this
those
scot-free."
those clown water balloon games from the carnival, right? They're shooting it in the clown's mouth.
Probably where it started. That's at the movie theater, right?
They're definitely at the movie theater. They should do that because they've proven that when you give guys like targets or video screens where they play a game when they're peeing, that the bathrooms stay much cleaner because the
Yeah.
guys are compelled
How
to
great
do
would that be
That's
if you're in
funny.
there and you're like, "Boom," bell goes off, I won.
Now, what would you win?
A small soda.
Okay, I like it. That's fine. Out, not in
To
the
make
bathroom.
more
You got to go
urine.
out of the bathroom to get it. It's not like
Yeah, you get a
okay,
ticket.
Okay. All right. I'm down. Yeah, keep bathrooms cleaner, and you get
Or
a chance to
you
win soda.
you win not having to wash your hands. Who doesn't love that?
That's not a win.
I mean, some people love that.
Apparently, based on the amount of people I see doing it, a lot of people love it. Also, one more thing very quickly, because we were talking about it before the show based on Nicky Hill's shirt. As I told Deux and Nicky Hill, the voice of Frosty the Snowman from the classic animated movie, Jackie Vernon had 3 secret families, and he fathered several children from at least 3 marriages. So there could be more.
Wow.
So there's a little bit of history.
But that's my question: is
trivia about the Frosty the Snowman animated feature. So whenever you see that, you can think about this guy now.
did he support each of the families? You know,
He allegedly fathered several children, and he kept them hidden from each other's families.
and they all lived in the same house, which was crazy.
It's
Don't go in there.
quite an incredible story. Just thinking how you could juggle that keeping the secret from all of them while also trying to give equal time to all of them. Like,
Works a lot.
Well, apparently he was a comedian and he was on the road a lot, so he would
Yeah.
travel to see the families. I guess.
wow.
I think that probably happens now too.
He had sons and he named them all Ralph
That's
after
incredible.
himself.
God,
Wow.
that's so good.
But he also abandoned all of these families. and
Oh,
moved on.
that's the
There
part of the
you
story we
go.
don't want.
That sounds good.
He battled depression and addiction. But in his final years before his death in 1987 at the age of 63, he came to find joy in
A fourth family.
Frosty's
new Ralph.
evergreen qualities. So not in any of his families, in the cartoon Snowman that he voiced. He's like, I've done a lot of bad things in my life, but I've looked back now as I'm about to die, and that Frosty's all right.
I still get residual checks, so that's
Yep.
all right with me.
Exactly.
And I wonder if any of his kids he named Oatmeal.
Okay, I'll wait for one of us to get this joke.
It's in
because
the
I don't
movie.
get it.
Do you know the movie?
know-
Oatmeal. They're trying to think of names to name Frosty, and the one little kid goes, Oatmeal.
You know what I remember from
Is
when
it
they're trying
wrong?
to
Am
name
I wrong?
Frosty?
What?
That other weird kid that goes, "Muh." Yeah. I don't remember what that noise. Somebody could link that in the Discord. Frosty, kid making a weird noise. I don't know what it is, but it's very funny. I don't remember the oatmeal part. I've seen Frosty like a decent amount of times, but I don't. I remember "Happy Birthday."
Oh, yeah.
I remember that, but I also remember not liking
and
the way he
that
talked.
probably wasn't he. He was just saying happy birthday to one of his
One
many
of his
kids.
Yeah, he's like, "Remember, kid, watch Frosty, and I'm going to say happy birthday to you." And one of these times it'll be right.
This is depressing. This story is so sad.
It's true, but now we know, and now you can, like I said, I can paint future viewings of Frosty for you. Patreon. Oh no, hey, I don't know where this is. Music and sounds.
Give it over to Deux. He's a
Cuckoo.
I don't want to pester you guys. Hey, dude, did you know that you could join the Patreon?
For $1.
For $1.
Yes.
That is correct. Music and sounds, and it's right there. We can remember that. Here's what I wrote about this week on Patreon. I wrote about how I thought it was nice to have Stranger Things back because I just like the show and I enjoy sitting down. Hi, Tony De La Mancha, to watch it. And it was just nice to be back in that universe. And I like the characters and I like the relationships and I like all of it. So it was nice to be back in that whole atmosphere. So I wrote about that, and now I have finished all 4 episodes and I'm eagerly awaiting the next batch of 4.
yeah.
I know you're not. If you'd like to share, you can go on.
I finished the first 4. Did you finish the first 4, Deux?
Yeah.
Let's spoil it for everybody. No, what I was going to say is I appreciate that they're consistent with the aesthetic and everything. Like they've that's always been a solid thing, that retro feel
Mhm.
and everything. Even when they were like creating new things that didn't exist back then, I guess,
Mhm.
like the Ships Ahoy or whatever, right? That
Mhm.
wasn't real. Are boppers real?
Yes, they were. Yeah.
Because they're, or no, maybe that was
Nature's Valley is making them.
They
now, but
are, right?
Boppers were real. Yeah,
and
but
it-
it's like a
it's
very, very
limited.
limited. Yeah.
They, I think either they are releasing them or they already did and they already got sold out or something.
It was yesterday. I want to say they went up, and I meant to look
Oh.
at it, and I forgot. But they stressed it was going to be incredibly.
And
limited, so.
who doesn't right now have a collaboration with Stranger Things? But there's a new one that just released yesterday too.
I don't know.
Another Nicky Hill fave, Dr. Squatch.
What do they smell like? Steve
They
Harrington's
smell really
mouth.
good.
God.
Steve Harrington's hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better.
Demogorg. Vecna balls.
There is a Vecna.
I guess he doesn't have balls because you can clearly see that he doesn't have balls.
Yeah, right.
Vecna.
Vec
crotch.
nuts.
Vec nuts.
Um,
Spoiler alert, the big new villain this year is Vec nuts.
and there's an 11.
11 sweaty head.
Yeah.
Try to
Ew.
think of sense. What would 11 smell like?
I don't know.
11
I can't think of
Eggo syrup.
Eggo syrup, but I don't think it does. But I have them like sitting on a table right now in a room, and they smell really good. The soaps, not
Ross,
the people.
that's great. It's Dr. Squatch's Vecnussy.
Oh, it's
I can't even laugh hard enough. Check out that Vecnussi, man. I mean, he's got a new look this season. Spoiler alert! And he's been glammed up. He's looking better than ever. So yes, I mean, he's got whatever's got Vecnussis all over him. So you're right. That's a perfect name.
Vecnussi's getting Vec nasty.
Who is our favorite character? I saw that asked. Do you guys have off the top of your head a favorite character?
Obviously, Robin.
Yeah,
Robin
man.
is the winner for me.
She is solid.
She's
Love
the best.
Robin.
She's
Love
the soap
I
smell
also-
I'd like to smell.
I also love Dustin. I've always loved Dustin. but-
He's a little jerk this season. I don't know what his problem
He's
is.
gone through.
Oh my
he's gone
God!
through
Come
stuff.
on.
I mean,
he's
season
100% right about that. I he's not right to be a jerk, but for why he's annoyed and upset, he's 100% right.
Yeah.
What's his face? Eddie died, and everybody else. Yeah, wear the damn shirt. I'd be wearing that shirt every day.
I'm not mad that he's wearing the shirt. I'm mad
No,
he's being
he's
a
mad
jerk
that-
to his friends.
But he is being a jerk to his friends, and he
But
should
he's
not
also
be being a
going-
jerk to his friends.
Well,
It's misplaced anger, but he's upset
It's also like
that people
growing,
are letting Eddie's
and why did he?
voice
coming
die.
of age. They're going through high school. Like they go through stuff, right?
I'm not mad at him. I'm just saying he's not my favorite this
Luke,
season.
like, last season was
But
it
you
last
understand
season?
why he's angry, right?
yeah, I understand why he's angry. I think he's taking it out on the wrong people. And
Yeah, but each
why
season
didn't he
they've
tell?
had a
Why did
character.
he lie to his friends and say he fell off his bike? I'd be like, I got my butt kicked. Let's go get those.
Because they told him to
they
chill
yeah, They
out,
told him to
and
chill
he
out.
didn't.
They
And
already
he
said
doesn't want another lecture.
that's why he's so mad, because he wants to keep the thing alive, and he wants to keep the Hellfire Club, and he wants to wear the shirt, and he doesn't want Eddie to be forgotten. And every time he brings it up and tries to defend Eddie, they're all like, "Let it go. Stop messing with them. Don't wear the shirt. Knock it off." So he's mad, and he's being mean to them, and he shouldn't be, but he has a right to be mad at them. It's not slightly. It's some misplaced anger. They both need to talk. That's all they need to do. They need to talk.
It'll be fine.
Oh, it'll be fine.
It'll be
yeah.
fine.
It'll
I
be
think.
fine.
I also think he should have looked a little bit more beat up. To be honest, I mean, it was like 4 against 1, and they were like smashing the crap out of him.
You
I
mean
feel
right
like,
after? Because right after I thought he looked pretty bad, but then they clean him up for
I
the
mean,
next
it's a
scene.
TV show. It's how it
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
Like, but yeah, he should have been like in traction.
Yes,
I mean-
he was beaten up pretty badly. That's true. And that's there you go. Fluffernutter says misplaced depressive anger is a hell of a thing. Yeah, you are exactly right. But yeah, I like Dustin in general.
Yeah,
Robin
Steve's
is
lost
like-
points for me this season too. He used to be one of my favorites, but he's being a little jerk too.
To Dustin and to
And the other guy, and I don't care about that other guy.
Yeah.
but-
Steve. I don't want to say he's lost points, but I am slightly disappointed in Steve. But again,
He'll be back.
there's lots of things going on. Yeah, everybody's going to come back, and
The-
everybody will be great.
the thing I just have a problem with, and I guess it's always been like this, and maybe we've talked about it, is how it's like big problem, and they're not really working it out. They just have like this eureka moment almost every other scene, and it's just like
it's like this. There's a term for that in Star Trek. Yeah, it's like
you know,
technobabble. You know, a solution comes up, and you're like, "Well, where'd that come from?"
but
whatever.
like they never work out the solution. They're just like, here's his problem, and they're like, hold on, I got it. You know,
it's a trope. Yeah, you're either gonna like it or not like it.
That's a huge trope, not just in this show, but in every
Yeah.
show where they're just like I got the solution, and
Yeah.
instead of explaining it, you just cut to the next scene and see what the solution
Yeah.
is, which makes sense. But
it's just like there was, what was it? Was it a book? There was something that came out within the last 5
Excellent,
years,
Maddie,
maybe.
this- excellent.
And it's just like it's like one thing after another. It's like, oh no, I think it was the issue that people had with like The Martian, where it's like, I'm in space, I'm left alone, I got to figure this out. Oh, I figured it out. Oh, I figured that out, but there's another problem. Oh, I got to figure that out. Oh, I figured that out, but now there's another problem.
That's
Oh, I
Project
figured
Hail
that
Mary
out.
too. Same guy.
Yeah, and so
Except
like
in Project Hail Mary, it's like explained to the nth degree, and you're reading it, and you're like, I don't know what he's talking about,
Right.
but I believe him.
and like so when I'm seeing that, like for some reason reading that is easier, I don't know, but like seeing it play out, especially this season, was
Well,
4 episodes, and there was way more than 4 problems that ended up getting solved, and then
I know you've got your problems with this season, but I'm warning
My
you.
bigger problem is the special effects.
I know. I'm warning you. This is a warning right now. Spoiler alert. Episode 5
With peace and
is
love.
going to have a de-aged Demogorgon. So get ready. Heard it through the grapevine. My spiders and flies told me that.
That was pretty good.
Didn't we see that already?
A de-aged Demogorgon?
Yeah.
Explain. I mean, like a little baby Demogorgon running around.
Like a baby?
Yeah. De-aged.
Are
yeah.
you being serious
He's
right now? You're making
Dead
that up?
serious.
Anyway, what I was gonna say is I appreciate that they do that because then we see something like it. Welcome to Derry, and the nostalgic like look and the feel and like capturing a vintage aesthetic or whatever. It's like there, but they let stuff like slip. Like they don't hold on to that as well as the Stranger Things team. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of it has to do with language. If you're writing something that takes place a long time ago, like people talked slightly differently.
Right.
And I think sometimes they don't get that writing right. And that can lead to you being a little confused as well. I find that Welcome to Derry and Stranger Things a little bit not suffer, but they have that thing where, what is it called? Where they over explain stuff because they know the audience is looking at their phone. You know what I mean? So like I've noticed that in those shows quite a bit. It's not like killing me, but like sometimes you notice it more than others. I think in this new season of Stranger Things, it's not as abhorrent as it is in Welcome to Derry. I mean, Welcome to Derry, they explain everything to you, and to be honest, they don't know anything about it. Like they shouldn't know anything,
right?
And yet they are like overly explaining everything that they happen to know from what they're deducing from what's happening, and it's kind of like the audience knows that you're right, but like, how would you really know that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're talking about a demon clown in the sewer.
Well, you know, we're pretty
that
sour
there
on
was
that show in general.
That one moment. I'm not caught up to it, but yeah, the kids were talking about stuff, and I thank you for saying that because you just put words to express what I was thinking. Because the kids are talking about stuff, and I'm like, you don't know this. You're not even guessing at this point. You're just handed a script. Like somebody, you read the book. I guess you read it.
Listen, Welcome to Derry's got a lot of problems. Not a lot of problems. I also wrote about Ubisoft because I was like, what's going on here? Ubisoft, I guess before the Switch 2 came out, decided that they really wanted to try and do like a good job with their Switch 2 titles. So
what? Ubisoft? Me be hard. Thank you.
There you go. They did Star Wars Outlaws, which is an excellent, outstanding port for the Switch 2, and now they've done Assassin's Creed Shadows, and that port is another really high quality port, not just said by me, but broken down by Digital Foundry. They were like, there's room for improvement here, but overall this is a very impressive port. And as we saw with Star Wars Outlaws, they put out subsequent updates to make it even more impressive, and I have no doubt they'll do the same with Assassin's Creed. So I was like, I don't know what happened with Ubisoft, but out of nowhere they're like, yeah, let's try. Let's actually try to do like a good job here instead of rush ports out the door. So hopefully that energy continues with them throughout the Switch 2's lifetime, and we see this more when we have releases that come out from Ubisoft that are day and date with other platforms, whatever those may be. The next Assassin's Creed game, I'm sure, has a good chance at coming to Switch 2 day and date with other platforms, whatever that game ends up being. We'll find out, but they got a long way to go to make up goodwill with me. They have put out great games like Mario and Rabbids. Those two titles are excellent, but we know how it is with them. They usually are cookie cutter, cut and paste, and they drop prices very quickly and try and just get as much money as they can out of customers right away. And then it hurt their bottom line because customers have been trained to wait. And they've just, they don't have the highest quality products overall. But so far on Switch 2, they're putting in the effort and it shows. So I'd like to see that continue. I don't even want to say cautiously optimistic because I'm not at that point yet, but I like what I'm seeing. I'll say that. I like what I'm seeing. I also wrote about 100 Meters, which is an anime film that I have not seen. I missed it in the theater because I didn't even know it existed. And then I only heard about it afterwards from all the reviews that were saying how excellent it was. And then surprise, surprise, Netflix this week was like, hey, 100 Meters, we're going to be the home for that. streaming, and it's going to be this month.
They're also going to be the home for everything.
Well, they're saying that. We got like
Well,
another year before that's official.
it
We'll
has
see
to
what
get
happens in
approved,
there.
but,
Yeah.
right, we'll see.
And, not to get political again, Trump's buddies are Paramount, not Netflix. So I don't know what's going to happen there. It's not going to get rubber stamped right away, but, chances are it will go through. Yes, but we got a long time to go. And Netflix sent out an email right away to be like, hey, we're the home of Warner Brothers. And I was like, whoa. We're jumping the gun here.
Whoa.
They
Wah.
Yeah, I heard they're just waiving account fees for 2 years for all senators and those who vote for it.
Well, if you want to get really conspiracy theory,
But 2 years
Netflix,
after
where
that
did
second year, the rates go up.
Netflix wants the curry good favor with Trump, obviously, because he's the arbiter of all deals now. And where is Netflix building their biggest studio?
New Jersey,
New Jersey. And where is Mar-a-Lago?
Florida.
What's Trump's thing in Jersey? His golf club.
He's got a golf club.
Oh, Bedminster.
Well, Bedminster, whatever. And he's here all the time. He's here like every weekend.
That's nowhere
so-
near where the studios is.
No, but it's all New Jersey is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. They want to
Okay.
curry favor with Trump and where he's spending time and be like, hey, we're Jersey people, Trump. Look, we just infused so much money into Jersey and blah, 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 blah. And we'll make a biopic about you. I don't know if that's true, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, 100 meters is coming out in December. It's about obviously running. It's about this kid who this is my understanding. It's about a kid who gets into running in high school and it like becomes like his entire life. And he's got a rivalry. He's like the best, but then there's a rivalry with another kid, blah, blah, blah. And it follows them throughout their entire like professional careers of running. So
It sounds right up your alley.
I said in the post, I'm not a sports guy at all, but it's very clear that
Is this anime?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very clear that this is, and it's realistic anime. Nobody's got superpowers or anything like that. It's just a very regular movie. But it's very clear that this is about, obsession and dedication and relationships and like what you live and commit your life to. And sports are the backdrop. It's like Rudy. Rudy's a football movie, but it's not really a football movie.
But
There's
you're
other
not
stuff
going to
on
see Rudy in the theater.
No,
you wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I didn't.
You wouldn't go see Prefontaine in the theater.
I don't even know what that is. No.
It's a movie about a runner.
But I saw Rudy. Like I saw Rudy a couple times. Like
Saw him at the grocery store.
and
Whitaker.
what's that movie about the hockey team? I saw that movie.
Quack.
Not Mighty
Quack.
Ducks. No, the Olympic hockey team where we were like, we're not going to
Cutting
win it. We
Edge?
won it.
Oh,
I don't know what it's called. But again, I didn't see that in the theater, but that's because I was a little kid. But I saw that movie because I was interested. So as long as the sports movie isn't specifically about the sports,
Cool
like the
Runnings?
sports are the backdrop. Yeah, exactly. Like Cool Runnings. You're not going to see Cool Runnings and be like, they're getting all the fundamentals wrong. You're seeing it for another reason. So as long as your sports movie, for my personal taste, does not focus obsessively on the sport and is specifically about the sport, you're telling a story behind the sport, then I'm in. I'm
you
all
should
about it.
read Beartown.
What sports the Bears play?
It's a town.
Where
called
gay people
Beartown.
are?
Oh dear Lord!
Sorry, I'm
I don't
playing
know
the part of
Beartown. I don't
Nicky
know
Hill.
Beartown either. I'd be interested.
It's I don't know where it takes place. They're in the
What sport is it about?
ice hockey, man.
There we go.
But it's
So-
not about ice hockey. But the whole thing it revolves around ice hockey. So it's probably too much ice hockey for you, actually.
I don't know.
Uh,
I need to see a trailer to know what's going on because all
It's
I
a
know is
book. So
I need to see a trailer for the book.
I love the movie The Natural with Robert Redford, but I don't think I'd recommend it to you because there's a lot of baseball in it.
and that's just a
It's fine
movie
if
where
there's a
his
lot of the
carpet
sport-
matches the drapes.
If there's a lot of sport in the movie, that's fine. I just need the movie to be more about than just the sport, which all the movies I've listed are. They're very much about the people.
Beartown
and the
is
connections.
very much more than the sport.
Okay.
That book. So a lot of it is just talking about hockey because the entire life of this town is hockey,
Mhm.
but then there's like something that rocks the community.
Bear related or
It better be.
Not at all.
Well, it's like look at Project Hail Mary. I don't give a crap about all the science and technological stuff and like that bores me to death. But in that book, there's obviously a lot of other stuff going on, and there's a lot of things you're interested in. So that I can read that, and it didn't bother me one bit at all because it's getting me to the other things I want to know. So, I have not seen the movie Remember the Titans Fluffernutter, but I know of it definitely. And Miracle I have seen, yes, but that was a long time ago. So yeah, I am open to sports movies, and obviously I like anime, and I saw the trailer for 100 meters, and as I said, I saw the reviews were excellent. I was like, good, I'll have a chance to see that because anime releases are very difficult when it comes to physical and digital, because sometimes it takes a very long time for a digital release to happen, and physical is a real crapshoot. So I didn't know if or when I would be able to see 100 meters, but now I will be able to see it soon. Speaking of that, look back. You watched Chainsaw Man, the first season. You have not seen the movie.
No, it's been a while.
The movie is streaming December 9th. It comes out, so very soon.
Man.
Which is a very fast turnaround, which is awesome to see. So good on them for doing it.
Wake Up Dead Man comes out this week too, right?
The 12th or the 13th. So yes, you are correct.
I hear it's the
here we go again. Here we go again.
The best installment of the
first one.
Of the
see,
Knives Out movies since the first one, which if you've been counting means it's the second best.
So so like I'm 20% in agreement with you on this. It would bother me way more if there are only 2 movies. If there's 3, then I'm like, okay, at least there's a little bit of wiggle room there.
The sensationalism of that title irks me
but look
much.
at how it works, because this is the second time you've brought it up. You wouldn't be talking about the movie this much if they didn't do that. But there are people out there who would see that and be like, how many movies have there been? Did I miss some? And then they go look up to see how many there been, and they're like, oh,
there's 3.
And they got me. I looked it up. They're like, I've seen the 2 that are out there. But yes, I have heard from reviewers I trust, and the Metacritic or the Rotten Tomatoes scores seem to indicate that this is a good installment, which I need after not liking the last installment.
Yeah, hopefully this is a return to form.
Love the idea, and I love the character of whatever LeBlanc. Benoit Blanc. But
so like
I said that is a like canvas for good, bad, indifferent stories. So I'm not going to see one of those movies and be like, oh, they're all going to suck after this, because it's like a Columbo episode. As long as you got Columbo, you can make a good story around that. So any Knives Out movie has a chance of being really enjoyable, because I like the format of it. It's just you need a good supporting cast.
The first one, they showed you what happened, but they didn't show you everything, so it was still a mystery. The second one, they showed you what happened, and like that just rubbed me the wrong way, because it didn't show you what happened the way Columbo or Poker Face does.
Rest in peace, Poker Face.
It's like they tried to slip it past you, and if you watch a second time, you'll see it all play out. And like I saw it the first time, and it just annoyed me. I watched the entire thing, and I was like, I don't need to even watch this anymore, because I saw what happened. I don't need,
I'm sorry, Matty Biss. What's on Crunchyroll right now? I apologize.
He was asking if Chainsaw
Man. Chainsaw Man. The Chainsaw Man movie going to be on Crunchyroll? The movie can't be on Crunchyroll right now, right?
No, it is. He just checked, and it is.
I'm gonna go look at Crunchyroll right now, because
I thought Matty Biss, he doesn't believe you.
I thought the date was the 9th. If it's on there now, that would be great. Because Nicky Hill, since I know you watched the show.
Oh my God, was that supposed to be a thing? Slider 64.
Mark Ruffalo, yeah.
Columbo. Oh my gosh,
that would have been perfect.
Can we at least get Mark Ruffalo to host Saturday Night Live?
The movie is not on Crunchyroll yet. The movie, there is a listing for the movie on Crunchyroll, but when you click on it, it is the trailer for the movie. So the movie is not out yet. Soon, though.
I mean, I know that's AI, but that is so great.
Well, Matty Biss, that's what you get for going up against RMC. Sorry, bud.
Well, like
never gonna get anything over on this guy.
Like I say to you all the time, I worry and obsess and look into all the things that I really like to an insane degree. So
much so that he misses 100 meters when it's in theaters. Huh?
I didn't know it existed. I didn't know it existed. And you know what? You're teasing me, but when I found out it existed, I was like, how did I not know that this existed? And it made me very upset. So Chainsaw Man movie streaming. I just want to double check.
Matty Biss
Release.
posted a screen.
Oh, Australia.
shot of
He's
it.
in Australia.
Oh, Matty Biss checkmated your checkmate.
Living in
Yeah,
the
so
future.
Here you go. Chainsaw Man in the United States is available December 9th, as I said. So Australia, you guys got it way better. Good for you down there, over there, under there.
Down under.
Nicky Hill, I'm very excited for you to see it because it was an excellent movie.
I need a recap of the series.
Yes, Mom Brain and I watched a recap before
They showed
the movie,
it, I think,
and
right?
it was.
Or you watched it here.
No, we watched it here. It was like, I want to say like an 11-minute recap on YouTube. It did an excellent job. The guy who did it did a really nice job of recapping everything. Chainsaw Man is eligible to be nominated for Best Animated Movie.
Really? I think it would.
Would it be nominated?
With
It
these topics.
100% should be nominated. I know K-pop Demon Hunters will be nominated, and it will probably win. I'm not saying that it shouldn't win. I really do love that movie. But as far as, in my opinion, what is a better movie, I would say Chainsaw Man, hands down, is a better movie. And from everything to
Damn.
like shot blocking to the story to dialogue
Shot
to all
blocking.
of it, like
Now he loves basketball movies.
it's the better movie. But K-pop Demon Hunters is like, a Pixar, Disney kind of movie, just
like-
tonally a little
it's like
different.
the new Frozen.
Yeah, and I don't mean it as a knock at all.
No, not at
I
all.
love the movie, I really do. But as far as a better movie, Chainsaw Man, without a doubt, it should.
If
it doesn't, hold on. No, you hold.
No, you
if
hold.
it doesn't
This
get
is-
nominated, that's a disaster.
This is
That's all I'm
important
gonna
news. Matty Biss says, Romy Cowboy, I'm recanting. It's just the trailer.
See, I told you.
What a typical Matty Biss
Yeah,
thing
and
to do.
Oh, checkmate.
It's right. No.
Yeah.
You're Manny Bits. I don't fault you at all for falling for it, because when you said it was there, I went to go look, and it says Chainsaw Man the movie Reze arc, and it doesn't give you any indicator that it's not the movie. You click on it, and then you look below, and it shows you the trailer, and that's it. So I don't fault you at all. I'm sorry that now you have to wait until the 9th to see
But
it.
we will publicly shame you. No, I'm just
No
kidding.
shame, no
it's all
shame.
good. It's all good.
It is. Man, do I love that movie.
Listen,
And
we
I'm-
want to get Raw Meat Cowboy too. Like, we try to catch him.
I don't want to go into this, but I'm going to go into this. I don't know why everybody wants to get me.
'Cause
I'm
you're-
not out to
'cause you're the
get you
best.
with anything. I'm just sharing.
Because you've never been gotten.
You don't-
like we
you
want
don't-
to. You get us every single time.
Yeah,
with
you do
everything.
get us.
But
You
why
don't-
are you
you
looking
don't-
at it as me getting you? I'm not trying
Because
to
we're
get
got
you.
you. Because you get us. I mean, we want to get you.
I'm always wrong with everything in my life, and there's just one darn thing I want to be right about. And then I'm like, oh, but did you see this? These are facts, and you're like, yeah, but you're wrong.
Yeah, here's
and
the
then
secret.
I curl
I
up into
only
a-
talk about definitively things that I know.
I
know
show up wearing
about.
a shirt I'm happy about, and you have to tell me that the guy had 3 families that he abandoned.
I'm not trying to
Take
make
that shirt off.
I'm
What's
not
the matter with
trying
you?
to feel bad for the shirt. It was
Yeah.
literally that story came out this week. Yeah, I only.
That's why the shirt was discounted. No. It's so funny. We were playing Fortnite last night, and one of our friends is playing a game, and RMC is yet. Well, I think he's played it now, but as of last night, he is yet to play the game, and you could tell our friend didn't really like it, and was like, RMC, did you play the game yet? I'm trying to get. I'm just wondering if you're going to ever complain about anything or something.
Yeah, I
like
forget
that.
the exact
Yeah.
phrase he said, but it was he said like endlessly optimistic.
Yeah, he's like
Something like
he was
that.
like something like are you? I'm just curious how you're going to be endlessly optimistic about this game.
Well, if he's listening now, I do have things to share that are negatives about my experience. But you'll have to tune in later. for
Mostly
that.
food related.
I mean, sure, yeah, that's one of them. But anyway, Chainsaw Man movie, which is not related to 100 meters, but they are both anime. And I will do this once. Well, I can do it as much as I want on the podcast, but this will be my one time to annoy you. If you ever get a wild hair up your ass,
I always do. I always have wild hairs up there.
if you got nothing to watch, Chainsaw Man is 1 season so far, and nobody knows when the next season is coming out.
That's
and
the
it's-
one though. Like you'd say that over Taco P or over Love Liza, not Love Liza. What's it called? The Summer of
The Summer Hikaru
died, or
if I'm so the summer that
or
Hikaru
Down to
died.
Dawn, or
Well, it depends on how I'm tailoring things. If I'm tailoring things to you, if I'm going specific, see, it's very tough. Chainsaw Man,
The laptop.
it's really tough. That's a very difficult question. It's hard.
Oh, didn't know that.
It's hard for me to say. I honestly don't know
most
that
likely
I can say.
I would like them all in one way or another. If I watch them, it's just I'm not
Dawn to Dawn
jumping
is
at it.
a tough one because there is a lot of tropish anime stuff in there that I think would throw you off. Chainsaw Man has some tropish elements to it, but it is very grounded and very realistic and very dark and very serious. And like I think like the meat of the story in Chainsaw Man could really reel you in. And the movie is one of the best movies I've seen all year. Granted, I haven't seen a ton of movies, but I have been watching more movies. But it goes beyond. It's an anime movie that I like. It is legitimately a spectacular movie.
And
Like
it's
it is
better than One Punch Man, because I didn't.
I
really
haven't
like
seen
that.
One Punch Man, so
I found that to be a little boring.
One Punch Man, the show you watched?
One episode.
Oh, I haven't watched it at all. That was
Okay.
It's weighed on me. I've heard the
So
third
just
season.
the man is the only
Fights are
similarity.
really boring when it only takes one punch.
I've heard the third season is extremely rough from an animation and production standpoint, and people were waiting a long time for it. I hear the manga is like amazing. One Punch Man's been on my list of ones that I feel bad about that I haven't. I was interested in. Obviously, I love superheroes. It just at the time when it came out, I wasn't really watching stuff. So, it's I've been thinking about getting into the manga instead of the anime because the third season, from what I hear, is very disappointing from a production and animation standpoint, not a story standpoint, but did not do it justice. But yeah, Dawn to Dawn is amazing. Chainsaw Man is amazing, but that movie is really, really killer. And the summer Hikaru died, that's even less tropish. And I would be really surprised if you didn't like that. It seems like a mix of like all things that you like in other shows and movies.
But that one has an ending.
I mean, it's a manga that has an ending, yeah, but this season is like there's going to be another season because it's picking up where the manga left off. It's like Frieren. There's more Frieren beyond where Frieren ended because the manga continues. Although the manga creator just took a hiatus, so we don't know what's going to happen there.
No.
A new Frieren trailer came out today, and I haven't watched it yet, and I really want to see it. They've been sharing like soundtrack snippets, just new music for Frieren in new season. Whoever's writing that music is incredible. That soundtrack's beautiful. But anyway, I also wrote about Metroid's arrival because while we have had other Metroid games, the Prime series left us 18 long years ago. The mainline Prime series. It's been 18 years since Corruption came out. And now I was writing about
time.
I know.
That's crazy.
Right?
That's a really long time.
I even double checked it when I wrote this because I was like, has it been that long? It has.
Wow.
And I wrote this post mere hours before Prime 4 came out, and I was like, I can't believe it's been 18 years since Corruption came out. We've, like I said, we've had other Metroid games. We had Samus Returns, and we had Other M, and we had Dread, and we've had Federation Force, and we've had other things in there.
Metroid Prime
But
remaster, and we've had
yep,
the trilogy.
you are right.
And man, we were what, 25? That's crazy.
It was a very long time ago.
Sucks.
All that time, and I still haven't played it. What a jerk.
Oh, great news. You got more time. So I wrote about that just because I was like,
I
it's been almost 2 decades. I also wrote about games you forced yourself to finish. And I would like to know if you at the table have any of those games. A game where you were like not really enjoying it, or you were frustrated with it or whatever, but you were like, nah, I'm so far in, I'm just going to push myself to finish it up.
What is that? The time sync something or other? What is that called?
What is what?
The
called?
mentality of like, I've started this.
Yeah.
I'm like invested in it. I don't enjoy it, but
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep at it.
I've gone too deep now. Hello, Laxter. Good to see you. Chainsaw Man. Laxter, should you watch the Chainsaw Man series or the movie first? You got to watch the movie first, or the series first. The series takes you right up to where the movie begins. So do not watch the movie without watching the show. Hello, Calta. Good to see you. Sorry you're stuck at work, but hopefully we can entertain you for a little bit. Hello, SD. Sorry, guys. Games you force yourself to finish.
Probably none. I can't see forcing myself to finish something that I didn't really care for.
I said back in the day, I felt it was really a thing for us as kids because you would either get a game and you didn't have money to buy games. So like if your parents got you a game for a birthday or whatever, and it didn't end up being good, it was like, well, I'm playing this or I'm not playing anything at all.
Well, yeah, I've definitely forced myself to play games. Back in the day, I really didn't beat a lot of games. So as a kid, I didn't have the attention span to devote to these games that didn't have traditional saves back then. So like I didn't beat a lot of games back then. So but I did play the crap out of a bunch. Like, you know, what's funny is like I like RC Pro-Am now, but at the time I didn't really care for it. But like I played it all the time because it was like one of other than Duck Hunt and Kung Fu and Super Mario Brothers, like those were like the 3 first games I had. So I was always playing RC Pro-Am.
Kalta and Kalta and Malik Halo say, I'm gonna try this one more time. Malik Halo and Tater Tot say it's called the sunk cost fallacy. That's what you were trying to get to.
I've never heard that called that, but
you know?
yeah, I like it.
So I listed Amagon in my Patreon post. Amagon is a game from my childhood that I borrowed from a neighbor, and it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good. But I was like, well, I mean, I borrowed it from him. I guess I'll just keep playing it. And I played it all the way through to the end, and it took a while because the game's like kind of broken. And I was like, it's just not good, but I forced myself to play through. Somebody else in the comments, actually, I made myself a note so I could properly credit. Sinfield in the comments on Patreon said Bart versus the Space Mutants. And that is a perfect answer for me because my love of The Simpsons pushed me to play that through to the end. But that game is a bad game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's a bad game. Platforming is broken, mechanics are broken, collision detection is very poor, music isn't good. It's just not a good game all around.
It's funny how those games got made and released, you know, when they were so bad.
Well, those companies at the time, it was just like, get the license and that's all that matters. And then they sold. And then thankfully Capcom at some point was like, what if we make them good too? So
I don't want you to go off on a tangent here. This is half going to be said in jest. So you won't play Cyberpunk because it released too early and in a crappy state, even though it was fixed. But you'll play the crap out of. I'm sorry.
He was doing something.
Yeah, it was Christmas Vacation.
There you go.
But you will play the crap out of Bart versus the Space Mutants, which never got an update to fix its problems. Go.
Yes, I would do that because I was a kid for one of them. I don't know what else to say to that.
Yeah,
yes,
but
if that happened now, I would not do it.
So you're never going to play Bart versus the Space Mutants ever again in your whole life?
Well, at this point, I might play for like, well, listen, I'm not going to play it. But at this point, like, for nostalgia's sake, I'd be like this, you know, if we were recording a video, I'd be like, let's play Bart versus the Space Mutant. But
you win again, counselor.
Well, it's I wish there was another term for this because this is a racist term, but it's grandfathered in from the old days. Like I played it, I know it was bad, but yes, if I was like,
that's racist, grandfather.
Yeah, it's related to slaves and stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
It's like, you know, master bedroom does not come from good things either.
Oh, wow, I never thought of that.
But I'm not saying anybody who says it is bad. It's a personal choice of mine. I'm trying to move away from it. It's just that there's not another term for grandfathered in that fits the bill that I know of. So again, I don't, on the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's horrendous. I just personally am trying to move away from it. So, but anyway, yeah, if I was a 7-year-old back then that had the brain of my 42-year-old whatever brain now, then yes, at the time I'd be like, I'm not playing this. But you know, that's also different because those developers, I'm sure, did not set out to make a bad game, and not that Cyberpunk team did, but they're working on like an insane schedule of like, here's a Simpsons license, fart out a game in 3 months, and you got a team of 5 people. Like it's a completely different setup back then. But Matty Biz says Star Wars Shadows, it was fun, but not the best to play through to completion for early days. The N64 were thin. Yeah, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. I look back on fondly, but I know it wasn't a great game. I agree with you on that. It was wonky in a lot of parts, but I still overall enjoyed it. But it would be interesting to revisit that game and see if my joy was from appreciation of Star Wars in general or from it being a somewhat enjoyable game. So yeah, that's one for me to revisit. That's interesting.
Dash Rendar.
Great name. Great name. Great Star Wars name.
It's a
What
really
great
good,
name.
because that could go either way. You know me and names. I could go either way with Star Wars names, and that's one of the good ones.
Hi, Freddie Fro. Freddie Fro says, Stash looking good, do. Trying to grow one out myself. Great inspiration. And they say, are
thanks.
you next RMC? No, definitely not. There was a time where I had just a mustache. There's a time where I had all kinds of facial hair. I had the Hulk Hogan. I had the Jeff Hardy. I had just a stash. I had a groomed beard. I had mutton chops. I did it all.
I feel like we have to have a creative friend that can make a wig out of your beard. Like I bet you could like trim the beard off and then have it make a wig, and then you'd have a warm head, and then you just grow the beard back.
A warm head would be great. I would love that. And hair on my head, as I know you can agree with, would be great
so
as well.
Weird, RMC. Like I still remember it. It's from like over 5 years ago. This is probably 10 years ago now. I was at this event working, and one of the guy who was running the event, one of our friends, he knew somebody who was there who had really long hair, and the guy came up behind me and like leaned back and draped his hair over my head, and I'm telling you, it was so comfortable. It was so warm. It felt so good to have this other man's hair on my head.
Yeah.
And it was like really depressing, because I was like, man, I forgot what it was like to have like a warm head.
You're right.
And like, hats don't really
It's
like,
not the same kind
it's
of
not the
feeling.
same. It's like, they're warm, and that's
Yeah.
and I have to wear them, but like it doesn't feel as soft as like that hair, that beautiful shampooed hair.
It's not the same thing. You're exactly right. I feel it 100%. I was sitting here earlier thinking that my head is cold. I got to go get a hat. But yeah, even with my fryer tuck that I have now, when I am not lazy and I decide to have mom brain shave it, or I try and attempt it, even that little bit of hair, when that's gone, I'm like, oh, it's a little bit chillier now. It's amazing how much that little bit does. So yeah, I do miss those days. But that's not bad, Matty Biss. The legacy status, that's not bad at all. I'll take anything to replace that term. Thank you, I appreciate that. And then finally, the last thing I wrote about was the worst. And speaking of Simpsons, I posted Comic Book Guy because Dew and I were talking about this yesterday.
OAT.
Not everything can be the worst thing ever. I didn't read what you guys said about it on Patreon yet because I wrote it this morning. But I wrote about, no surprise here, the internet's terrible when it comes to discourse and comment sections on anything. And for a long time, it has been like that. But in recent years, it's gotten so much worse. But in just the last few weeks alone, it's been a onslaught of everything that I've come across with people saying it's the absolute worst of all time, like Metroid Prime 4, like Stranger Things, like Endgame going back into theaters, like Lord of the Rings going back into theaters.
They're mad about that too.
Oh yeah,
I guess so.
There was another example that I had that I'm forgetting at the moment. And it's not 100% related, but you and I have been talking a lot about Quentin Tarantino dumping on Paul Dano and basically saying how horrible that perform, or how he just doesn't like him as an actor.
I mean, awful.
Was he talking about
hold on, let me get the
which performance was he actually talking about?
He talked about all of it. He was mainly talking about There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood,
and how he would have given, that would have been his movie of the century or something if Paul Dano hadn't been cast in that role.
Gotcha.
And then he kind of went off saying that he's like never liked him, and that he's like, all kinds of horrible stuff. And like, it's one thing to be like, I don't care for his performance, and I don't really care for him as an actor.
Yeah.
And if you say it like that, that's reasonable.
Yes.
But like to be like he's the worst effing actor in SAG, and like you're Quentin Tarantino. You're not some guy leaving a comment on TikTok. Like you're like a huge director, like crushing this guy for no reason.
And him especially, but anybody, you do not get anything out of that other than a feeling of superiority and people who will come to your side and be like, yeah, they are the worst. All you're doing is bringing in the same kind of bitter, angry people that make you feel better about forever why you feel bad. As Deux said, they can have a performance you don't like. They can be an actor you don't enjoy. And there are ways to say that respectfully and still get your point across. But that is not what Quentin Tarantino did. And what I did, I personally think, is atrocious, and it's gross, and it's embarrassing for Quentin Tarantino. There are so many ways to go about his feelings and share his feelings in ways that are respectful and more constructive and actually convey an important idea or thought rather than what he did. And it's particularly embarrassing for him because he is a man who makes movies, who tells things through a visual medium. And he's come up with amazing ways to tell stories and have nuance and give all these thoughts in unique and interesting ways. But when it comes to Paul Dano, it's like, he's the worst actor I've ever seen. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man, don't say it at all, or use your brain and convey your thoughts in a way that doesn't make you sound like a piece of garbage. Like,
it's weird too, because he's I mean, he probably doesn't read any comments on anything, but like, he gets the same treatment in comments. Like, people tear him up, tear his movies up, like his 10 movie rule that he instated for himself, people tear him up for that. It's like, he should know that's kind of how it feels. It doesn't feel good.
And that's probably why he's doing it, because he hasn't looked and thought about that.
Hurt people.
Yeah, he just has experienced that, and it sucks. Don't get me wrong, it sucks. We've all experienced it. It sucks. But instead of doing the hard work or just the work, he turns around and lets that come out in other ways. And I'm not a horrible person. If he were to come out and say, I took it too far, I don't care for his acting, but what I did was over the top and I shouldn't have said that, then I forgive you. It's fine. There'll still be a little part of me that'll be like, now I know that about you, but you got to leave room for growth. But, is he going to do that based on how he's acted in the past? I would argue probably not, but I'm willing to be open to the idea that he is. But again, it all goes back to everything is the worst ever. Everything's the worst of all time. Everything's horrendous. And if everything's the worst, then nothing is the worst. And all of that is not coming from a place of genuine discourse or genuine constructive criticism or wanting to have a genuine conversation about anything. And I wish the internet was like that. Hello, Rex. Good to see you. And I don't know what would ever get it to that point where we could have that, because the internet very quickly became a place where that wasn't something. And now it's devolved so far that I don't know if we could ever get back to that point. On Patreon, I said I'm very lucky to have an audience on Patreon and for the podcast and on GoNintendo in general, where by and large, the audience is very open to constructive criticism and honest discourse and honest discussion and respecting other people's ideas and opinions and not dogpiling. And we have like honest conversations about things and say why we like or don't like or love or really dislike things. And I'm very lucky that that has been fostered on GoNintendo, and I don't take it for granted. It's just sad that we are, a very, very tiny speck in the internet puzzle, and all of it out there is, to some degree, filled with that discourse. And the thing that makes it so much worse is so many organizations and outlets know that the hate and the anger fuels those clicks. And then you get features and articles and reviews and previews and impressions of movies, TV shows, books, games, whatever, that seem like they're written by, or seem that they're written in that tone, because they know that's what gets people going, and that'll get the conversation going in those articles as well. So for it to happen in the comments is horrible, and I hate it. I use the word hate. I try to use it very infrequently and save it for things I actually do really hate, and I hate that discourse in comments. But if that was going on in the comments, it would make me very depressed. But it is what it is. But the fact that it's gone so far that now it is the voice for a lot of outlets when they're writing their articles, that's horrible. Like, now we're in an Ouroboros situation where the comments feed the articles and the articles feed the comments, and we're all just eating each other alive. So I won't be a part of it, and I'm glad a lot of you aren't as well. But that's right. I wrote about a rather lengthy Patreon last night. If you'd like to go read that, for $1.
For $1.
I don't remember who it was. Somebody asked if I would ever consider shaving my beard. Freddie Fro did. I would, and I have. And there is a story I don't think anyone knows
Oh.
about why I shaved my beard. Man, it was a long time ago. It had to be 20 years ago. Why I shaved my beard. No one knows it except the people that were involved. And I don't know if it's a story I will ever tell, but it has happened before. But would I shave my beard now? I'm sure there's something that,
Was
for
it for charity?
charity. I would no, it wasn't for I would never talk about charity. I'm sure for charity I would do it, or it needs to be a certain amount, obviously. But there, I guess I'm not so silly that I would say, nope, never going to shave it. I'm sure there's things that would make me shave it, but as of right now, I'm not thinking about it and I don't have any interest in shaving it, but sure, it could happen at some point. And that's that. Oh no. Let's get to the news.
Finally!
As you know, once Thanksgiving hits, everybody in most parts of the world and their living go, I'm going to pretend this time doesn't exist and I'll see you after January because everybody wants to enjoy holidays and go on vacation and relax. So top stories are few and far between. Obviously, when it comes to the holiday season, that's when big games come out. But now we're in December. So most of the things are out. I'd argue Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is the last big title of the year. There's still games coming out, but the big stuff is out there. So not too many top stories right now. We're going into hibernation until after 2026 kicks off. But I'll give you what we got. An analytics firm analyzed what the big movers this holiday season are in terms of what's going to bring in consumers or what is bringing in consumers and what's making them spend that money. And we got the breakdown for gaming related stuff. And according to Adobe did the research on this. They said the big movers and shakers this holiday season that are getting people out and getting them to spend their dollars are Call of Duty Black Ops 7, NBA 2K26, Madden NFL 26, Donkey Kong Bonanza, the Xbox Series X, which I don't believe, the PlayStation 5, and then at the top, the Switch 2. Those are in no particular order, but nice to see Donkey Kong Bonanza in there. That's a really interesting one. I saw the most disingenuous conversation about Donkey Kong Bonanza the other day. Somebody was saying on social media, the audience today generally is more endeared to the PlayStation brands than they are the Nintendo brands. The Nintendo brands have fallen off. They're like, look, Ghost of Yote sold 3 million copies quicker than Donkey Kong Bonanza did. And I'm like, this is the dumbest argument I have ever seen. The PlayStation 5, which has over 80 million units sold, has sold 3 million copies or has led to 3 million copies sold of Ghost of Yote. Donkey Kong Bonanza, when that came out, the Switch 2 had sold, 7 million units of hardware? You can't look at both games and be like, this 2 million seller, people don't care about it like they do this 3 million seller. And it's like, how are you comparing a system with an 80 million install base to a system with a 7 million install base that just came out? Like, and
Plus,
obviously
all
social
the
media
numbers too. That the numbers aren't going to be official because Nintendo doesn't count the digital sales.
Mhm.
So those
Well, they
numbers
do
are
in their
probably
own
bigger.
report, but we didn't have that at the time. That is correct. Yeah. So it's so disingenuous. It's so disingenuous. But obviously, it was liked a whole bunch of times, and it was.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody's like, "Yeah, people love Sony brands," and I'm like, we could play that same game and use the exact same system to prove you wrong, and be like, well, Mario Kart World sold 9 million copies in less than a month, and Ghost of Yote sold
and then
3 million copies in a month.
And then they're like, yeah, but it's trash. Like
That's a pack-in. It doesn't count. Yeah,
It's the
they're
whole thing.
again, they're not being honest and genuine in these conversations. They just want to say, I love Sony the most and Sony's the best, but they don't want to consider anything else. So it never came from a place of being honest or genuine. You look like you're doing your Christmas list over here. What are you doing?
Doing my taxes.
It's
No,
the
I'm
shirt.
doing a music list.
Oh, okay.
music.
So there you go. That's according to Adobe. We'll see how things shake out once the holiday season
Is
ends.
this what I look like when I do a Christmas list?
Well, you're in your Christmas shirt
coming up with
and your
like,
hair,
Santa, this is what I really, really want.
your hair's jostled, and you look like you're having a good time over there, and you're really into it. So I was like, I don't know what he's doing over there.
Well, I'm just trying to be fair.
Okay,
Um,
fair and balanced.
and I'm just trying to do a good job.
King Broly says, in reality, everyone was actually just talking about bananas because they're going extinct or something due to fungi. I have heard that. The banana we know and love is going away or is in danger of going away.
The bananas we know are also not the bananas of old.
That is also correct. Mario is going to starve Donkey Kong to death. Donkey Kong Jr. was right all along. I have seen we should look at Google Trends for the word banana in general, because there's got to be an uptick in people talking about bananas. Because yes, the banana is going away. If you love bananas, enjoy them now. Hoard your bananas and hoard your Italian pasta, because they're all either going away or getting much more expensive. Matty Piss has been having a fit on Blue Sky, talking about how he's got to get his pasta. He's got to get his pasta. He's been hoarding pasta. Matty Piss, we love him on the show. Matty Piss very often replies to me on Blue Sky. And it's great fun over there. Go follow Matty Piss. He talks a lot about, obviously he shares his gaming related stuff and the sales data, but he just talks a lot in general about stupid, silly stuff. He shares what he's into. He's a football guy. He's a baseball guy. He's a pasta guy. He's a Costco guy. We're Costco guys. It's just fun. Go follow him over there. I don't know what his name is, but see who I follow on Blue Sky. And I don't know what my name is. So this whole conversation is pointless. I'll tell you. On Blue Sky, I am GoNintendo RMC. So you can go there and you can click on me, and then you can see I follow Matty Piss. And have a great old time over there. Man, how soon did I follow Matty Piss? I'm looking in like my list to tell you his name, but this can't be true. Wow, I followed him early. His name there is Matt Piscatella. So just follow, and that's Matt with one T. M-A-T. Piscatella spelled exactly how you would think it would be spelled. And it's fun. I like Blue Sky. I need to get on it more, but every time I'm over there, I enjoy myself. A Japanese survey shows that Nintendo is the developer that college graduates want to work for the most. This is a survey done by, or a study done by Gakujo Company Limited. They talked to over 15,000 college students who will be graduating in 2027, and they asked them, where do you want to work? So they were just asking in general where you want to work. And in number 4 overall, college students wanted to work at Nintendo.
But this is, they're asking Japanese students.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Makes
I said,
sense.
Japanese survey study. So it was number 1 for men and number 21 for women. And the women part, women, is very interesting because Nintendo is the only game developer that women wanted to work for. No other game developer had any women to chart for showing that they wanted to work there. 21st place is the next closest game developer, and that is Bandai Namco. It was number 10 for men. 24th
and they're Nintendo now too in Singapore.
That's right. In some way, that is correct. 24th is Konami, number 6 for men. 30th is Sega, number 15 for men. 39th was Capcom, number 11 for men. 110th place was Sony. So I should show that to that guy on social media and be like, I don't know. I don't think people like their games. And 125th place was Square Enix. So those didn't have a ranking place for men in general at all. So obviously women weren't part, but pretty damn cool to see. Even though they was number 21 overall for women, it is still the only game developer that women wanted to work for, Nintendo. That is really cool to see. And Nintendo has many times, each time they put out a financial report, say they are looking to get more women in different roles at their company. And they just recently brought in a woman for one of the higher up roles, like one of the big roles there, which was really cool to see. First time ever in that position. I forget what the position was, but that's what you want to see. And we support that kind of thing here. Zinc says Nintendo, the company that pays their employees well, hates AI, beat the artificial scarcity allegations, and has the 2 fastest selling consoles in the world, is the top game company people want to work for. News at 11. I mean, when you put it that way, Zinc, it makes a lot of sense. Why do I do this? This shouldn't be tough. Why I do this? What are you doing here? Oh, yeah. We don't need to do that. Okay. Here's a little trip down the rabbit hole for you. If you like rumors, we got a rumor for you.
Buzz.
So, as you might remember, when Mario Kart World was announced, people were like, $80. What a load of garbage. That's the worst thing ever. And then, it sold a whole bunch of copies. People were like, I better not have any DLC because I ain't paying $80 and they're going to get me for DLC. And then a month went by and we had a direct or something like that. And people were like, why didn't they show any DLC for Mario Kart World? It's crazy that they didn't. So, as always, people don't know what they want.
Worst.
And don't tell the truth about what they want. And people suck. But we have a rumor about DLC for Mario Kart World. This story will have spoilers in it. I will give you a spoiler warning. When Mario Kart World came out, people thought it to be somewhat lacking in the amount of Donkey Kong content that was in there. And they were thinking maybe there will be some more Donkey Kong representation through DLC because Bananza is coming out at that time. They're like, maybe they're waiting for Bananza and things will go down in Bananza and then we'll get some DLC. So this all ties into the Nintendo Today app because Nintendo fans are crazy, and I mean it in the best and most loving way possible. When even the littlest Nintendo thing gets an update, there are people who sift through the data to see what it's hiding. So when Nintendo Today app got an update, data miners jumped in right away to find out what was hiding in there for what the app would offer in the future. And they found that there was a new Donkey Kong theme, which is now available. So data miners saw the theme was going to be there. And then it came out. But now they have dug deeper and they think, conspiracy theory, there's something going on. Here is your spoiler for Donkey Kong Bonanza. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The Nintendo Today app data mining led to a discovery that on December 15th, an animation of King K. Rool will appear on the Nintendo Today app. As you know, for a very long time, Nintendo pretended that nobody liked King K. Rool. They thought nobody cared about King K. Rool. That's why
no one cares.
Donkey Kong Country Returns, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze did not have King K. Rool. They had their own bosses, and everybody's like, that's great. These bosses stink. Bring back King K. Rool. King K. Rool, not King Gay Rool, as it sounded like I said.
So long, King Gay Rool.
And then in Bananza, even though they keep it a secret for most of the time, King K. Rool does return. So King K. Rool is a part of Bananza. We know on December 15th that the Nintendo Today app is getting a King K. Rool animation. Why then? Well, people are thinking, you know what comes up this week? The Game Awards, where people reveal things. So they're thinking, could it be possible that we'll get DLC revealed for Mario Kart World, and it could be King K. Rool joining the game? But it goes further than that, because in the credits for Mario Kart World, the Japanese voice actor for King K. Rool is listed, but he doesn't do any voice in the game.
He doesn't do anything.
So why is he there? Why was he in the Mario Kart World credits if he's not doing anything? And so it all comes full circle. Maybe he's there because he's voicing King K. Rool in the DLC that has not been announced yet.
Maybe he's a Nintendo ambassador now.
Well, it didn't say that in the credits. So he's also the voice actor for Void Kong, if you want to know, another character from that game. So
wait a minute. So he plays both the bad guys? Is Void Kong the bad guy? I
don't remember what his name is.
Never mind then.
I'm gonna look it up. He's one of the bad guys, right? Nicky Hill, you look like you really want to say something.
I don't know. Whatever.
Void Kong is the
How
main
long
bad
has this
guy.
game been out? Since the summertime?
Bonanza, July.
But it's still safe to say that there's a lot of people who haven't played it because like they're just going to wait for the holidays, right?
As we just did earlier,
yeah.
Adobe says
So
that
Nintendo-
Bonanza is.
I mean, it's been out for a while, but that's still no reason to put spoilers out there like that themselves. I don't know.
That's the other thing. Yes, exactly. Now it could be a case of Nintendo feels like now it can spur on even more sales by showing people that King K. Rool is in this game if they don't know.
Here's this character that we already said none of you care about.
Well, they didn't obviously say that, but Nintendo, the story that we heard from people in the know was that Nintendo honestly did not recognize or know that people cared about King K. Rool as much as they did. It's the same thing with Banjo-Kazooie. Nintendo was like, people really want Banjo-Kazooie and Smash Brothers, and Sakurai was like, yeah, it's like probably one of the biggest ones they want in there. So they did that survey thing. Nintendo was like, well, holy crap, yeah, I guess they do want Banjo-Kazooie in there. So I don't know how Nintendo's so ignorant of that stuff, really. Because that makes no sense to me. Like the sentiment for King K. Rool was huge. So I don't get that at all. But it doesn't matter. He's back, and that's what's important. So all this could be tied in there, and it could lead to some DLC reveal, or it could be tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. I honestly don't know. But if the Game Awards thing, and again, there's no rumor that the Game Awards this is going to happen. There's speculation that could be something based on timing of the app updating. We don't know, but we'll find out that this week. And that's all speculative. But, Nintendo has announced things at the Game Awards, but more often than not, they don't. So who knows? My favorite Game Awards announcement related to Nintendo was the reveal of No More Heroes 3, when they pretended it was a completely different game. And then they announced that it was No More Heroes 3.
Awesome.
Love that. Love that. One of my favorite trailers ever. And I knew right off the bat that it was a Suda game. I was like, this is Suda through and through. But when I'm watching it, I was just like, this looks like a cool new Suda game. And then Travis breaks through with the Akira slide on that bike. And I was like, oh, baby, he did it. He did it. He's got that new game coming out, too. That looks so awesome. Wake Up Dead Man? No.
Wake Up Vietnam?
No.
I thought that was the Knives Out movie.
Yeah, that's why Suda new game. Something about Dead Man.
Wake Up Alive.
Romeo is a dead man.
Oh.
There you go. And it comes out early. It comes out February. They just announced it's February something. And Suda has, in multiple interviews, made it very clear he wants to bring this to Switch 2. They are doing tests to get it on Switch 2. He's a big Nintendo fan. He's like, Nintendo made us what we are. I always want to be there with Switch 2. And he made a point to say, Grasshopper is going to support Switch 2 definitely. Where obviously he didn't say what, but he's like, don't worry, Grasshopper's doing Switch 2 stuff. So Romeo is a dead man. It looks so good. It looks like everything I want from Suda all crammed into one game. It looks killer.
This wasn't out. Like they showed stuff for this a
amazing.
long time ago.
They show not that long ago. No.
Is there another Romeo something or other game from Suda?
No.
There's a movie.
Not that I know.
Romeo's Bleeding.
Yeah, and Romeo and Juliet.
I never heard of that one.
Speaking of that, what's that new movie I'm seeing in theaters? Hamnet. You knew how it's going. Hamnet.
Yeah.
Damn near killed it. But yeah, Romeo's a Dead Man looks awesome. But anyway, we'll see if all these rumors play out about Mario Kart World DLC, Donkey Kong related. Who knows? Tendonen says, unfortunately, we can no longer dismiss the DK community's theories about King K. Rool showing up. No matter how circumstantial the evidence is, K. Rool could be somewhere in my house right now. It's true. The conspiracy theories were eventually true, and he did show up. So yeah, anything's possible now.
Now you mentioned Banjo earlier. Did you see that?
Posted it.
Oh,
I don't remember. Another staffer posted it. I sent it to them. I imagine I shouldn't have jumped on you. I'm sorry. I imagine I know what you're talking about, but go on.
yeah. I was figuring you wouldn't be interested at all in it. But
we're talking about the new Banjo game that was not made by Rare, that was made in Dreams on PS4. That is what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mumbo Mania.
Am I interested in playing it? No, because I don't want a fan-made Banjo game, but I don't want a fan-made anybody game. Am I enjoying that it's there? Very much so, because it keeps the spirit of Banjo alive. Seems like it was made lovingly, and I will happily spread the word on it. But yeah, I'm not personally going to play it. I don't want no bootleg Banjo. I want the real Banjo.
Okay.
I prefer the real Banjo.
I can understand that.
But yes, I very much love and appreciate that it exists, and I think it's great. And that's also why I shared the word on it, because I think it's really cool to see. And I'm not against all fan games, because there's some games where I don't care about the story at all. In Banjo, I don't really care about the story, but like this experience it's like what happens after Banjo-Tooie, and I'm like,
So if it was, is there any situation where you would play a fan-made Banjo game? Like, what if this one's like 10 out of 10? This is the most incredible thing, and like, would you play
I'm
it
not
then?
so stubborn that I'm completely shut off to it. Yeah, it's just like I don't like this. Is very much playing in the playground of Banjo-Kazooie, Tooie, and like going back and revisiting spaces, and they're like, now there's this new turtle guy here, and remember these locations? Now they look like this, and I'm like, if you made a fan game where it's like, here's a Banjo game, and we made our own levels, and then I'm like, okay, and throw jiggies and puzzle pieces and all that. And I'm cool with all that. That's fine. But yeah, when you go back and you're like, what happened if Banjo-Kazooie went back to explore Spiral, whatever? And I'm like, like go do your own thing with the characters. I'm cool with that. But I don't want the old areas.
Yeah, I don't want them to ruin Spiral whatever
mountain. It's probably, I don't know. Or the beach, whatever the beach is called. Yeah, it's a me thing. It's a very weird thing. But yeah, I've played fan games before that I'm cool with. We also have a breakdown of who worked on Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, because a lot of teams helped Retro and Nintendo make this. And we also learned through the credits that Samus has a new voice actor.
Oh.
Nintendo this generation has been like, we're giving everybody new voices. I guess they felt it was time.
I'm sorry, how do they do what?
I'm going to need more.
How do you give a silent character a voice?
You don't. Thankfully, Samus isn't silent. She has efforts.
Oh, okay.
So here is who Retro worked with.
They'd probably save money if they just did AI for that, right?
Worked with, yes, but Nintendo has many times, as was mentioned literally earlier in this podcast, they don't want to use AI in that way. Here's who Retro and Nintendo worked with. Next Level Games, which is a second party. Was that a Samus
that was an effort? No, just a general effort.
You're hired.
They work with Next Level Games, which I don't know that you'd call it working with Next Level Games because that's a second party. They own them. But Next Level Games did some work on this. So did Virtuos, which has done so many ports to the Switch. This is not a team related to Nintendo. Virtuos just knows their way around the Switch big time. So they brought in a heavy hitter. That's a great team to work on this stuff. I'm looking for whoever else is of note here. There's a whole bunch of other teams here, but not names that you would know. I'd say Next Level and Virtuos are the ones you definitely know. But there's a list, a very long list of teams they work with to get the job done. And also Nintendo's Kensuke Tanabe was involved with the game as well. He did the text for the in-game scans. But we learned that Jennifer Hale, the longtime voice of Samus, is out. No more Jennifer Hale. She has been replaced by Erin Yvette, who I don't know anything about, and I think we should learn about her during the show, so I'll look her up. Erin Yvette is your new voice actor for Samus, so congrats to them. Also, because this deserves to be more known and better trumpeted, the new motion capture artist, or whatever you want to call it, motion capture person for Samus is Crystal Martin. They have done the motion capture for Samus. So the way Samus moves was portrayed by Crystal Martin. Doesn't mean they will be the motion capture for all of Samus going forward, but in this one, they were. So that's really cool to see. So congrats to Erin and Crystal on their jobs. We also learned, which is really funny, the Doom Slayer is a voice actor in Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. The Doom Slayer is is what the main character in Doom is called. Another one who doesn't speak but has efforts. They are a voice actor in Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. They voice their name is Jason Kelly. That's the voice actor. They voice Sergeant Ezra Duke, one of the Federation people that you come across in the game. So that's pretty cool to see. So congrats to all the new voice actors. So a little behind the scenes that we got from the credits of the game, because as we know, Nintendo doesn't ever talk about that. And I'm just seeing now that this story has 14 comments, so that means there's a fight in the comments. Zeldude has the most upvoted comment, and they say, seen a few bad takes over the last 24 hours, but this is easily he's responding to somebody else. So I'll go with his next comment. Zeldu says, there have already been 2 other voice actors since Jennifer Hale. Other M was voiced by Jessica Martin and Nicky Garcia in Dread. Did not know that. There you go. Another new voice actor again. So I should clarify and say a new voice actor for the Prime series. That would be correct. So I will have to add that clarification.
You're gonna like this.
Erin Yvette, she's done anime. They've all done anime.
Yeah.
If Nintendo picks them, they've done anime. Tell me what.
Well, the one thing that just jumped off the screen and smacked me right in the nose was Chelsea Stevens in the game Firewatch.
Oh, wow.
She was also in Dispatch.
Man,
Blonde Blazer in Ad Hoc Studios' first title, Dispatch.
Cool.
She has voiced new champions and skins in games like Fortnite, Paladins,
she's
Smite,
Blonde Blazer?
and
she's so good.
Glory.
She's fantastic.
And did you say Firewatch? She's the woman in Firewatch who I mean, excellent.
Yeah,
some of the best.
That's
ever.
why. Yeah, that's why I jumped out.
Holy moly!
Also Oxenfree.
Good for her.
Alex in Night School Studios' debut game Oxenfree. She's also the voice for Samus Aran in Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And her
change that.
What's that?
Gonna have to change that up.
Oh, and her category is Ruinous.
Nice.
I don't see that she's anime is its own thing on Wiki. Let's see. Let's see if she's done any anime that I've watched. No, and no. Anime that I know of, but not anime that I've watched.
Secret Level.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Man, what a roster. Man, she's in 2064 as well? Wow. She it's funny because when I see her in Dispatch, I'm like, man, this lady is killing it. Like, I thought she's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
What, man? Voice actors never have, hopefully one day will, get the credit they deserve. Because a good voice actor is seriously impressive.
A lot of Telltale games, too. Oh, he found something. Oh, he's excited.
She is the voice of Boy in Sea House G's. This is crazy. What?
That's awesome.
Don't you remember the role of Boy from Sea House G's?
I thought you were going to say God of War.
Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity.
She's a voice in Crystal Chronicles. She's the Great Fairy in Hyrule Warriors. This lady's got a roster, man. She'll voice anything.
Dark Mama in Nier Reincarnation.
Fire Emblem Heroes, that's not a surprise.
Dark Mamamorphosis.
I'm looking man, what an impressive lineup of work.
Impressive.
She's done Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh, she was in Dispatch.
She's in Hades too. She's Dora and Scylla. Holy crap, she's done it all. Good for her. Well, she's great. So congrats to her and what a roster of titles, movies, anime, TV shows, games. Good for her. That's awesome.
I think she's wonderful. It's just funny that they would tag somebody with such a resume for like efforts. You know what I mean?
As we saw from her wiki, she's got a history with Nintendo. So they're probably like, oh, she'll be in doing this. We could have her do this. Somebody they've worked with that they know, okay, she's good for it. We'll bring her in. So and I know a lot of voice actors say
she owes us a favor.
A lot of voice actors say all the time when working with Nintendo, you have no idea what you're doing. Like, they don't tell you what game it is. They don't tell you what character it is.
That's interesting.
Like the voice of Zelda had no idea what she was auditioning for or anything. They didn't tell her anything. And Jennifer Hale, the former voice of Samus in the Prime series, they asked her, before Prime 4 came out, they asked her, have you done recordings for Prime 4? And she said, I have no idea because Nintendo doesn't tell you what you're doing voices
That's
for.
pretty hardcore.
So she's like, when it comes out, I don't know. She's like, maybe.
How does that
her
work
exact answer was, I don't think
professional?
I did. So
how do you do that? How do you treat a professional that way? Like,
because
they'll give you details about the character.
Yeah.
No, they'll tell you the story, the character, but not like the specifics of. They don't want you to know you're Samus. They want you to know you're an intergalactic bounty hunter. And then if you're a Nintendo fan, you're probably like, am I beating Samus right now? And then when you're like, your line is, then you're like, oh, I think it might be Samus here. But yeah.
Is that, and that's what the script looks like. It's just UGH, 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 and you just have to say it all these different ways.
What's sad about it is the main character voicing Samus had no idea who she was voicing. And then there's like people playing like little soldiers and stuff, and they say like, "Hey, Samus, how you doing?" So it's like those actors obviously knew.
Right.
Yeah. Well, to some degree, when you get to the roles later on, there are some actors who will know, yes, but there are actors who don't know until it comes out.
What I don't understand, like, I mean, it's working for them, whatever, and the stories generally aren't so involved that the actors really need to know what they're doing, but. Why not just make them sign an NDA and tell them, hey, this is who your character is?
Do that too.
Like, it's just so strange. Like, why wouldn't they just be like, this is the character just so you can play it properly, but you're signing an NDA so you can't go on Twitter and be like, hey, I'm voicing Samus.
It is strange to a degree, and I overall agree with you. But Nintendo takes that stuff so seriously because they know their fans will do deep dives to it. And like, look at this Nintendo Today app being data mined to find out if there's DLC coming to Mario Kart World. They know their fans are going to do that. And then also in today's day and age, they want to protect the people because if they find out Jennifer Hale's not Samus anymore and Erin is, they go to Erin's social media and be like, you effing suck, you're the worst, I can't believe you ruined this role. Look at what happened to Bayonetta. That whole Bayonetta thing happened.
They're gonna get that anyway, right? When we find out.
Well, yes, they to some degree, but that's why Nintendo doesn't announce that things beforehand, because they're like, if we don't talk about it and we just let people play the game, chances are it organically getting that big won't be as big as if we announced who it was, because then that's
this is
making
depressing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, how horrible is that?
You're right. It is. I mean, how bad actors and everything get treated. There's an agent in Star Wars like that. That poor girl. Forget it. John Boyega. Yeah, it's horrible. I can't fault Nintendo fully, but I can. There's a point where I agree with you.
Man, I thought when I saw that Force Awakens, I was like, this guy's going to be a star. Like, this guy's incredible. And then you've seen him in nothing, like not a thing, because he came out and he was like, Disney sucks, which is true. But I mean, I hate that. I hate it.
But yes, it's a whole bad scene. But anyway, congrats to the new voice actors. And I read the comment. Nicky, are you in trouble? You good? You need something? You looked a little nervous at the laptop earlier.
No, I thought Mom Brain sent me a password. I deleted it, and now I thought it blocked me out.
North America.
I've also erased everything on her laptop somehow. I hope she's not mad.
My mom did that recently. Not Mom Brain's laptop. Yes, North America. We got my umami. We got your releases for North America this week. Here's what's coming out. All aboard the release list. Switch 2. What do we got? Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Ass Creed.
Farming Simulator Signature Edition.
Fart Sim.
It's on the 9th. Little Rocket Lab Switch 2 Edition.
Red Rocket Lab.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond Switch 2 Edition.
Cosmic Invasion. It's like a beat 'em up.
Yes, sir. Made by the Beat 'em Up Kings.
I get why they do it. And it makes sense. But I wish when they released games on both the Switch and the Switch 2, I wish there was the Switch 1 version and then just what the Switch 2 version. Like, I hate how the Switch 2 version has the little delineation underneath that's like Switch 2 version. I wish it was like the Switch 1 version gets the Switch 1 version, and then I've got the real game. But when I read it the other way around, again, this is just craziness going on in my head. I'm like, oh, they made this for the Switch and pooped it out for Switch 2, which is not true. But I just wish, come on, throw it on the first.
But they do it because when you do that, it lets people know there's more to that version.
Of course,
you wouldn't want to be like, here's Switch 1 edition,
and that's why I said
it
makes
nothing extra.
Yeah, that's why I know it makes total sense. But part of me is just like, hey, I have the Switch 2. I'm up to date. It's the people with the old system that should get the little delineation. Keep them in here, but they get the delineation.
So in really Deux' mind, he wants it to be like Metroid Prime 4 Beyond worse version, and Dude's like, oh, that's the Switch version.
Well, I don't want it to be called worse version, but
Inferior.
Last
That's a
gen
nice word.
edition. Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny Switch 2 edition. Red Dead Redemption Switch 2 edition.
but there's not a Switch 1 or is
Yeah.
there? There is.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's impressive. Impressive.
Again, Red Dead Redemption, not Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption.
Thank you for the. Yeah,
you
not
got
as
it.
impressive,
That's
but still impressive.
yes. And if you have the Switch version, you get the Switch 2 edition at no additional cost with all those upgrades. If you
The Switch 2 edition of Red Dead Redemption 1.
yes, or as everyone calls it, Red Dead Redemption.
And does that come with all the DLCs?
Yes, it does.
Mm.
As the Switch version did as well. So you get just what the Switch 1 edition got, but better resolution, better frame rate. I want to say there's something else in there controls-wise as well. Shootin' Order Switch 2 edition, which got surprise announced. We have a review of Shootin' Order. If you'd like to read that, the Switch 2 edition has
I don't think that's
higher resolution, better frame rate, and other stuff. No, it's about it's a deep dive into cults and religion, but without actually saying that. Very
that's what they meant
interesting.
by order.
Very yes, thank you. You're exactly right. Simogo Legacy Collection Switch 2 edition. Again, that's the Simogo collection of mobile games that are lost to time, but now brought back, revamped, and formatted to your Switch or your Switch 2. Skate Story, which looks really cool. Coming from Devolver Digital, got a surprise announcement for Switch 2. Comes out this week on the 8th.
Story.
Look into that game. Looks really interesting. And Ultimate Sheep Raccoon Switch 2 edition, which is from the it was a game Lube really liked. It's Ultimate something. I forget what it is. But the first
Power?
game was award winning. And this is the follow-up. So check that out. Now on your regular
Helldivers 3?
Huh?
Helldivers 3?
No. On your Switch regular, you get this. A game about digging a hole. Arcade Archives.
Well, what's its name?
Karate Blazers. That was its name. Amazing Maze. Blitz Smash Ultimate.
And that's about corn.
Amazing Maze is.
Maze.
Blood Refreshed Supply. Cat's Ritual. Cozy Tiny Home. Detective Rainy Night.
Oh, I love a rainy night.
Dino Dawn Doom. The PC 8801 version of Lizard. Hellblood Inferno Retro Shooter. Just a Little Pursuit.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. Keep the Heroes Out.
I think we know.
Kyborg. Little Rocket Lab. Lock Digital. That's LOK. Milano's Odd Job Collection.
Legend
Was it
of
like the
Zelda.
cookies? The Milano cookies.
If it was, I'd be there. No, it is a game that only ever released in Japan and is finally coming out here.
Oh.
It's coming from Limited Run Games. It's a game that would have never, ever, ever, ever been localized back in the day. They would have laughed it out. And now it's coming because we're open to everything, and I'm very excited for it because it's a unique, quirky, interesting game.
Alyssa Milano in a Bond movie. Swish.
They would have put that out here. Montezuma's Revenge, as I said. Nightmare, The
I've been
Lunatic, Old School Rally, Pad Quad, Recipe of Love, Sacrifice for Sale, Santa's Christmas Story 2, The Frozen Gift War, Speed Factor, Spot the Cat, and finally Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. There is a comment. It's from NicoDarunia, and they put the train emoji in there. Ooh, mommy. Thank you, Railroad Engineer RMC, you son of a bitch, for this freight train full of umami releases. I appreciate having my own thing. I'm sad it has to be train related, but I will take it. So that's that.
Did
Now-
you know that they're I had no idea that Fear Factor was coming back with
I did, because we talked about it in Fortnite. It's funny, and
Knoxville.
everybody had a lot of pushback for me. on it.
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
J Knox.
Yeah.
Yes, Fear Factor's coming back with Johnny Knoxville as the host, and it's going to be on Fox, which I thought was interesting because it
thought
was
the
on
original was-
NBC.
What?
Oh yeah,
I
big
would
time.
have. I would have
NBC.
not known
I,
that.
I
that
feel
might
like
be a
that's
live-
got Fox written all over.
That
it.
might be a lie about Fox. It might be.
Maybe it's on NBC. It used to be on
No.
Fox.
It was definitely on NBC. I have some idiot savant stuff with that. I know it was NBC. This is either Fox or in Fox Hulu. I don't know. We could answer this right.
They're all the same.
But
now,
anyway,
right?
Josh.
What
All
are the
good
next
stuff.
European masterpieces? Let's find out with Nicky's sweet releases.
Now, I don't know where the hell your music is.
Mm.
Music and sounds.
Sing it, boys. Anyway, thanks, Josh. Oh, thank you, Josh and Raw Meat. Europe, you're getting games this week. What? Ooh,
Oh,
he had a thought.
I forgot what I was looking at.
The week of our Lord, December 4th. The year of our... Oh, my Lord. The week of December 4th, the year of our Lord, 2025. Get out your wallets, because these games are coming out for Switch 2.
Fox. It is Fox. Fox and Hulu.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. Marvel. Cosmic Invasion. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. That implies that there were 3 others before it. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Octopath Traveler 0. I don't know.
I think it's Aw.
Yeah.
I think that's why I was.
Octopath Traveler. Red Dead Redemption, the first one. Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Simogo Legacy Collection. And Sonic Racing Cross Worlds Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
That is correct.
Now that game has been out for a minute, and they're
Not
just
too long.
They're
It
just
was,
getting it.
it was this holiday season.
No.
I'll look that up before I go pee.
Excuse me.
But this is specific. It was on Switch day one with everything else, but now this is Switch
So
2.
all of this other stuff is available for the Switch coming this week. The week of December 4th. Amazing Maze, Bee Simulator, The Hive, Blitz Smash Ultimate, Brain Workout, Spinning Insect Puzzle.
The Sonic Racing game came out September 25th.
Oh. Brock, The Brawl Bar, Brock, The Investigator, and The Brawl Bar. I guess that's a bundle. Cat and Friends Memory, Cat Ritual, Cats Ritual, sorry. A lot of cat content this week. Couple Maker, Detective Rainy Night, Dino Dawn Doom, the PC 8801 version of Lizard, Egypt City Builder, El Coco, Football Manager 26 Touch, Hellblood Inferno Retro Shooter, Just a Little Pursuit, Korean Monorail Panorama Line, Hwagai-san. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing that. Lonely Guardian, Los Pinheros? Sorry for mispronouncing that. Lovely Spot the Difference Fantasy Edition. Lovely Spot?
Well, that's just lovely.
Yeah, Lovely Spot the Difference Fantasy Edition. Don't worry, original Switch 1 owners. You have the ability to play Marvel, Cosmic Invasion as well. And also, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond has a version just for the Nintendo Switch owners as well. Nightmare, The Lunatic, which is a platforming shooter or something, right?
It looks like some kind of puzzle platformer, maybe a Metroidvania.
Oh.
P-Plat.
Oasis
P-plats, as they
Obby.
call it. That term has been picking up steam. It's going to be big in 2026.
What is it?
P-plat.
P-Plat?
P-Plat.
P-plat.
P-Plat. Like Oliver Platt.
Puzzle.
O-Plat.
Puzzle platformer P-plat.
Right.
Oliver Platformer was
Yeah.
his original name, but then his stage name is.
We will also allow P-Puzz. Puzz-P. Puzz-P.
We will allow it.
Oasis Obby Parkour. What is that abbreviated to?
OO Park.
Yep.
I guess you'd have to.
Man, he's so good. He's quick.
Oasis Park. Oasis Park, probably.
Octopath Traveler. Just for regular Switch edition. Old School Rally. Platform 6 Online.
Ain't nothing like the old school.
Popucom.
It's out.
Puffy Dog Puzzle.
That dog has a puffy tail.
Recipe of Love. Red Pippi.
You got a red Pippi because you've been tugging it too much.
My Pippi's purple.
Or sometimes if you have too many beats, you have Red Pippi.
That is also true.
Santa's Christmas Story 2, The Frozen Gift War. Scandinavian Cottage Survival Simulator.
We're getting very specific.
I want to know why surviving in a Scandinavian cottage is such a thing.
Well,
Well,
it sounds
play the game.
like there's a game for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simogo Legacy Collection, Spot the Cat, Tralalero Tralala Escape Backrooms, which I thought I said last week.
Tralalero Tralala is
The song guy.
no.
Oh, Brain Rot.
Yes. Any specific kind?
Italian Brain
That
Rot.
is correct.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm Italian. That's how I know this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See, I'm only half Italian. Just the good half.
Oh, hey.
Vector Lab, Viewfinder, and last but not least, I don't think, Winterlight, where silence says it all.
Is there a comment, Nicky?
Oh, there is a comment from Sinfield99. They say, what a week of sweet European releases. Best of luck pronouncing Hoega-san, Nicky.
You got your
You
number.
called me out.
Did it perfectly.
Y'all know me better than I know myself.
Yeah, I don't know how he knew you weren't going to get that right. It's an easy word.
DD Mega Doo-Doo.
DD Mega Hoega-san.
And that's that. Mom Brain, what have you been playing? Okay, nothing.
Bingo!
Nick, God, it sounded just like her. Nicky Hill, what have you been playing?
Oh, well, normally I would say nothing.
But he's got something.
Clueless.
But I did spend 5 minutes playing Bionic Commando on the Game Boy today. But not on a Game Boy. Playing it on the Nintendo Online, Nintendo Market,
Nintendo is correct.
Okay.
The Nintendo Virtual Digital.
I mean, I'm only
digital.
doing this for fun, I can tell you. But if you want to keep playing, you know I'm all about it.
Nintendo.
Would you like a hint?
Switch, Nintendo Family Center. Oh, yeah.
It's like another word for
Can you imagine if
retro, kind of.
Nintendo Vintage.
Classics
Legacy.
got it, right?
You got it.
I didn't know he was playing this game.
You're working together.
He's just trying to get us out the door.
So it is Game
Nintendo?
Boy, Nintendo Classics. I don't like that. I think it should be Nintendo Classics Game Boy.
But what do you
it is
play it on?
The Switch?
But there's like a channel.
No.
How do you get to it?
The eShop?
Oh my god! I got to it by going to the Nintendo whatever it is online service, the thing that's all the way to the
you're
left.
on your Switch Online hub page. Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Online. That's how I got to it.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying all these other words.
Well, you're right. I mean, that's what it used to be called. Switch Online is still a thing, and you go to the little red icon to see all your Switch Online stuff. But yes,
then you have to
the
download
app is called
the actual app.
Game Boy
So you
Nintendo
didn't-
Classics.
You hadn't had the apps downloaded.
I did, but I didn't have it downloaded yet. I haven't gotten into that. No, I have.
Yeah,
I don't
what you
get
just
it.
said made no
There
sense. Was Drew and I looked at each other like, huh?
Uh,
There was an
it-
update.
There was an update, but it wouldn't.
Because now
It
it's
wasn't
got
even on
update.
my. It wasn't even on my like. I had to go digging for it to get to it. And there was an update, and it was like you can't play this yet. And but then I downloaded that stuff, and I got to play that now, not yet. Later in the future, and that's next. What have you been
Now,
playing? Do
Not yet. Later in the future.
Why did
That was a very long story to tell us. Basically, you have not played the game.
I did play it
So tell
For
us
5
about
minutes.
the game then.
for
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Tell us about the game.
I got nothing to say about it. You
Yeah,
can't.
so this was a story about how you don't know the name of something, and then when
Well,
you finally get to
here's
the
a
game, you
twist.
don't tell us anything.
You- What am I supposed to talk about? A game that's
the
been
game
out
you
for
played.
it's been out for decades. I was just excited to download that, and I wanted to download. Oh,
He's refusing to
what was the other
talk
one?
about
So good.
What was the other one? It was Battletoads. Oh, and Ninja Gaiden. So that was the thing. I went into the
So no Kid Icarus.
so
for
I
you?
went into the
No
system.
Kid Icarus for you.
no.
I mean, yes, because you got it no matter what.
But when I went in to look at the games weren't there, and I was like, "This is poppycock." I know it's there because I was on a Nintendo
Gotta get that
podcast
panel flip.
talking about it.
Mm,
I had to update the
you had
system.
to update.
Yeah.
Plus, you were in the Family Center app, which doesn't
Yes.
Yeah,
exist.
that's different. Yeah,
The Nintendo Family Center.
it's like the place in
Yeah. That's
Welcome
the one.
Tour. It's like the
Ah.
Nintendo Center.
I don't even
Nintendo
know.
Family
I don't
Center.
even know what that is because I never played that. But yeah, you can't jump in Bionic Commando. What's that about?
That's kind of how
Mm,
Bionic
I
Commando
know,
works.
That would have
kidding.
gotten me too.
I'm kidding. Anyway, but it did. I wanted to talk about that. I guess it cracks me up that they're just like, it was written to be like cool. The one character's name is Rad, and then somebody else's name I don't remember, but that was something else. And like, don't talk about like just I wish I wrote it down because it was just everything about it is so funny because it's just like they say so much, but they don't say anything at all, and it's all just generic, and it's just like go to whatever, like Zone 0 or whatever, and it's like, oh, Zone 0, that's so edgy and like militant, and I don't know, it's just
well,
funny.
you know what? I don't know about the Game Boy one because I don't remember how it ends, but the NES one was cool because you literally blow Hitler up at the end. You see his face explode.
Wow.
That's
graphic.
cool, and I think some people need to play that now.
You wouldn't be allowed to have that in a game today.
No, I know it's a joke, but that sniper game, you got Hitler in, you can shoot him in the nuts and watch his sack explode and everything. Yeah.
Wow.
This is serious. I'm being
Goodness.
serious right now. Thanks, Nicky.
What have you been playing, dude?
Uku. Played some Animal Crossing Old Horizons. Played Fortnite's new season, which is pretty cool so far. We're really enjoying it.
Yeah, because we're good at it.
Yeah, we're definitely doing way better than we did with the Simpsons season. There's less sweaties, and we're doing really well. We've got good weapons, good traversal. There's a wingsuit, which we call wangsuit, and they took out the bus for the first couple of days, and you had to surf in, which was really cool. And now the bus is back, but like every once in a while, you still get to surf in.
Yeah.
I wish the surfing kind of stuck around a little bit longer.
Well, if you're my mom and my cousin, you don't, because they did from day one was complain about how they missed the bus, and I want the bus back. And then when the bus came back, they're like, "Thank God that surfing's gone." I was like, "This is the complete opposite conversation I was having with friends while playing." Also, surfing's not gone; it's just not as frequent.
Yeah, I found that surfing to be really fun.
Yep. But it's new.
I don't know.
And it's different. And that makes it bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, we've been having a ball with it. There's a lot of cool locations on the map. I don't know what the theme would be. What's the theme? Like California?
Like, at least part of it. Yeah, most of it, I guess. Yeah.
It's like
you got the Redwoods Forest, whatever that is.
Yeah, there's like a lot of like fake movie sets and things like that, which is fun. And then there's a really cool amusement park with rides you can ride and like games you can play like while you're in the game. It's really great. So yeah, loving the new season big time. Can't think of anything to kind of call out about it at the moment. But yeah, we're liking it and we're playing pretty well. And Marty McFly is part of the battle pass, so I'm running around as future Marty with the rainbow hat and the
oh, nice,
those like future sneakers that he's got and everything. And his even like the pockets on his jeans are inside out, because that's how cool the future was going to be back when we knew what it was going to be. So yeah, been enjoying it. Fortnite, best ongoing game in my opinion, but
we'll find out about that.
Exactly. Who am I? Nobody. It's gonna go to Helldivers 2. But anyways,
it'll go to Cyberpunk.
Yeah. So I played a little bit of Dispatch. Played some KCD2. But ladies and gentlemen, all that is over because I have been playing Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and
you haven't beaten it yet?
Not yet. You know, boy oh boy, was this game blown out of proportion? Were the complaints about this game blown way out of proportion?
I don't believe it.
I mean, more so than probably anything I could think of in recent memory. Holy cow. The game is great. If you like Metroid Prime, you're going to like this game. That's all I have to say about it. Really, like the vitriol that you read in comments, and I've been reading a lot of it. Yeah, it's BS. But you wonder who these people that are making these comments are, because they're like, I played 1, 2, and 3, they're great, and this one looks like crap and stuff. And it's like, if you
I have a word for them. They're called liars.
like, they have to be, because like if you played 1, 2, and 3 and you waited, because they're like, we waited 18 years for this kind of stuff too. It's like, you waited this long and you played the first 3 and you loved them, and you're not even going to give this one a chance. And like, it's Metroid Prime. Like, it's literally kind of picks up where, if you liked Prime, this has everything that Prime had, more or less. So basically, so far, I'm really liking it. The music is excellent, just as you would think Metroid, Prime's music would be. It really adds a bunch to the atmosphere. I mean, there's something about how the music and the atmosphere in these games and like the sound effects really work to kind of sell the isolation bit of it and the exploring a new place, and you don't know what's around the next corner, and like you don't know what you're going to find, and you're scanning things and you're learning things, and it's just so interesting and engaging.
I'm out.
So I haven't played a Prime since Corruption, so it's been 18 years for me, so I forgot some stuff. But when you go into a save room and you save and it does the like, I was like, oh my God, I forgot all about that. I was like, oh, and it just sent like a rush of
That's funny.
memories flooding back to me. I was like, yes, that's right. Or like the bunk, 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 when you make a discovery. I was like, I can't believe I forgot these noises.
I can't believe it either, but I believe it because you've only played the games once.
Yes.
I literally played Metroid Prime all the time, but I played the remaster just 2 years ago. So I'm all up to date, and I mean, it feels like you're just playing like a Metroid Prime game, which is great. Like, it plays excellent. It's smooth as silk. The morph ball, I can't get over how fun that morph ball. I mean, the morph ball, baby. Like, I know there's not much to it, but it's so
but when
awesome.
You go into a morph ball, Miles says he doesn't think you could be flexible like that.
well, get over it, Miles, because I can be. There's just something about the way it all works together to kind of sell this. Because, like, look, if you could play a game like a Dead Space or something. I'm trying to think of like a space game that might be like more detailed or might seem more lived in than this world would. But like, there's just something about all of its parts put together for a Metroid Prime game that just like have it come together in a beautiful package. I really can't explain it. It's a lot of fun. I'm playing. I tried playing it mouse mode, and I tried playing it with motion controls, and it wasn't really for me. I was having a lot of frustrations. I think first of all, for the mouse mode, I wasn't set up optimally for it. I'm kind of like leaning back comfortably in my couch, and I don't really have like a comfortable way to use the mouse mode unless I were to maybe like sit up straight and like get out like a tray table or something, maybe. So like for me, the mouse mode wasn't really doing it. And then
does it not work well on like your pant leg or like the couch or stuff?
Not for me. Not at all. But yeah, and then there was motion controls. I loved them for like Skyward Sword and Metroid Prime Corruption. I don't know. There's something. Maybe I'm crazy. I mean, I'm sure the technology is better in the Switch, but there's something about Wii Motion Plus.
One has. It didn't use Wii Motion Plus. One has.
Corruption didn't?
That is correct. One, I don't even think, I might be wrong. I don't even think Wii Motion Plus was out then. The big difference is the Wiimote had an IR pointer, and in this you do not have that. It's pretending you have one. So yeah, it's not going to work as good. I mean, it's not as good.
So I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy. No, it's legitimate.
Okay. I mean, does not require.
I don't even know. There wouldn't be anything in that you would use Wii Motion Plus.
I mean, I remember using but that's the nunchuck.
Regular.
Oh man, that's embarrassing.
No, that wasn't a nunchuck.
That's
control.
That's one thing I'm not concerned
Wii Motion Plus
about,
was
but like
for
I really
one-to-one movement with things later on. And Corruption, you're just pushing the Wiimote and turning it.
Yeah.
And
interesting.
it's the same thing with like Resident Evil 4. I know Capcom, like their controls for Resident Evil games and stuff like that were always like a little off, and I guess that's partially to throw you off as a gamer too, maybe, or maybe that's just the way what they chose it, and maybe that's just a way to explain it. But I don't know if I could play Resident Evil 4 any other way, or any whatever. And the same thing with Metroid. Like I played Metroid Prime on the Wii, and I really liked the way it controlled. Everything was like, it was like playing. It's like mouse controls, I guess, except you're using, you're pointing your way through. I'm a little concerned because my thumbs aren't good as far as controlling.
Corruption 3 Corruption was 2007, and Wii Motion Plus was 2009. I just looked at it.
Wow. Yeah, so all I can tell you, if you're on the fence, I don't know, it's okay to be on the fence, but like if you're a Metroid Prime fan, I don't know why you would be. Like, you've waited 18 years and this is Metroid Prime. It's excellent. It looks amazing. I'm running it in not performance mode, the other mode,
graphics mode or quality mode
or something. It's like a 4K 60 frames a second, and it looks great. It runs great. I've had no hiccups whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, I'm really loving it, and I guess for me, I think that if you probably heard about it if you've been following the reviews, but like there's kind of like a desert hub world that you ride your motorcycle through from like area to area, back and forth and stuff like that. And from my experience so far, it's pretty bland, it's pretty open and empty, and it's not really that engaging. When I think about the purpose that it's serving, I feel like it would be better for me and my sensibilities if they stuck to the original Prime, where you do a level and you take an elevator and then you get to the next level. It's not like the getting in on the bike and going from one place to another. It doesn't feel like it's necessary. It feels like kind of busy work. You're doing a lot of back and forth stuff, and you're just, a lot of the time you're just kind of driving there, and the driving's not, for me, not particularly that fun. So now here's the thing. I don't want you to think that this is a huge part of the game. So far, it's been a very, very minute part of my experience, and everything that's non-hub world related has been excellent. And the point leading up to getting the motorcycle, I thought was awesome. So like everything's really great, with the exception of this kind of, like, for me, this hub world that I think kind of slows down the experience quite a bit. And then on top of that, you've got these characters that Samus interacts with, which to be honest, this was the part that was like way blown out of proportion. I was expecting to hate all these characters. They're so, there's nothing to them. Like, there's nothing bad to say about any of them. Like the one guy that everybody hates that they've been talking about, this Miles McKenzie, he's a little annoying. I mean, he's not even that annoying. Like, that's like the funniest part about it. Is
listen,
like,
I'm you say, because it means more coming from you.
I was expecting the worst of the worst. And I saw, even when before the game came out, I saw like a super cut of just him being annoying on TikTok. And I was like, this is annoying. I'm never going to be able to handle it. And like, when you play it, first of all, it's over in like 20 minutes. And it's not even annoying. Like, it's not even bad. Like, he says a couple of things that are annoying. The thing that bothers me the most about the way it's set up is Samus doesn't talk. So you've got a lot of like one-sided conversations with these characters, which makes it feel very video gamey because it's a video game. And a lot of the writing isn't all that interesting. It's like stuff that you could have just not even had, really, like, so far not even had. Like, there's, instead of, I don't want to give away too much, but like there's some back and forth stuff with these characters where in like a Prime game you would have beaten a boss and gotten the item, and that would have been, and then you move on. Where here it's like you beat the boss, but you got to go all the way back and talk to this guy, and then he'll give you what you need, and it's kind of like it adds extra steps, and it doesn't really, for me, it's not lending a lot towards the story. Where I find the story really shines, and it always has with Prime, is when you're exploring and you're scanning stuff and you're getting piece by piece little tidbits of the history of whatever area you're exploring, and that stuff is still well done, still really, really good. And I find that stuff to be leagues more interesting than any like one-sided character talking to you and telling you the story. So for me, it's kind of, I don't think they needed these extra characters. I don't mind that they're there. It's just, there's a lot of stuff where they're telling you where to go or what to do, and there's a lot of hand-holding, that kind of thing. And there was one thing that really frustrated me, that I'll share with you, is after the beginning part of the game, you get to choose kind of where to go next. So I chose to go to this one area, and when I got into it, I realized that I couldn't go any further because I needed like a weapon to open this area, right? So I left that area, and as I'm leaving, Miles gets on the radio and he's like, maybe you should check out this area. And it was the area I just came from. And then I found out, I was like, I'm going to ignore that because I was just there. So I like drove a little further. And when I got into another area closer to a different part that I was supposed to go to, he was like, why don't you try this? And it was like clear that it was just based on my location, what he was telling me to go do. And then it was kind of frustrating that like I didn't get, like, I was like, thank goodness I didn't listen to him, because I would have gone back and like been stuck too. So I think he was just trying to get me to go to these areas. So regardless, like, wait. So it's like a hand holding thing. It's like all hand holding.
But so like you hit a roadblock, and he was kind of telling you like, maybe you should check out this area, because like that's the area.
But it was after I left. Like I hit the roadblock, I was like, "Whoop, can't do this."
But he
wasn't like you would in a normal Metro,
but
like you would in a normal Metroid.
Was he telling you like, maybe you should check out this area because that's where that
this is where
weapon was, or that
this is where the frustration gets even
upgrade
worse.
was.
This is where the frustration gets even worse. So now I have it in my head that he's just kind of telling me things that I don't necessarily need to follow immediately, because he just told me to go back to this place and I didn't need to, and I couldn't if I did. So I went to another place. I got what I needed. I came back, and he was like, the place that I just left, say, was called the Ice Belt, and he goes, maybe you should go back to the Ice Belt, and maybe there's things there that you haven't seen yet. And he like told me that 3 times. So now I'm thinking maybe there is something that I missed back there, but like I was prepared to not listen to him because of the stuff that happened earlier, So like with the hand holding, it's kind of like either hold my hand or don't. Like I don't know what you're trying to do here.
That also eliminates the whole element of Metroid and like Metroidvania games, doesn't it?
I mean,
it's all about the exploration.
Well, that's
and, like,
the thing is like I was gonna
get frustrated.
I'm gonna be exploring there anyway. I'm gonna see, there's an ice wall here that the scanner says I need something to melt it. Obviously, I need like a heat gun or something. I've played Metroids before. I get it. So like
you just need a pure heart, I think.
I don't know. Like it sounds like I'm complaining a lot. It's really not the biggest deal. These are like very, very small things in my grand adventure that I've been taking so far. So for me, less hand holding, less like one-sided conversations that don't really, do it for you. Like,
is there a setting though that maybe you can tone it down, Miles?
It's not even that. Like I don't even need it toned down. It's not like the worst. It's just.
But from what you're saying, and I haven't played it, it's like that's taking away a key element of a Metroid game.
You are Mr. Internet. What he's trying to say is how the internet is talking about is so far removed from reality that it's crazy. What's there you might be like, whatever, and I don't really need it, but it's a little sliver of what's actually going on.
All right. I mean, it just seems like it's like them telling you what to do in an escape game. Like
no, he's talking about one specific portion.
And also in that instance, like you don't have to look at the screen where the hints are, but here the guy's talking to you, telling you like, oh, you should, because I know we've experienced that before in games where they keep
none of us
guiding you through stuff.
But again, that is not what he's doing all the time.
Okay.
There
Yeah,
may
it's-
be instances where that happens, yes, but it's not, and we're talking about like 20, 25 minutes of you wandering around doing whatever, and then something will come up and Miles might say something. So
Right.
It's really not even that often. It's not a problem at all. And in fact, the bad dialogue, and it's only bad and not engaging because, like I said, Samus can't interact with these people really. So like they're just kind of talking at her and saying obvious things that you either know or you wonder why they didn't know. That you'll like do all your psychic powers with Miles right next to you, and then like a door will open and he'll be like, how did that happen? And it's like, well, you saw me using my psychic powers with my thing, and but whatever, like I nothing to get upset about. But like, so long story short, the annoyances were blown so far out of proportion, and I can't tell you how many. Again, the internet and the comments, it's all BS, but like I can't tell you how many people I've seen that are like, looks like the GameCube, looks terrible, like a Wii U game, like crying, laughing emoji, Nintendo is cooked. And it's like, you clearly have no clue what you're looking at, because I'm playing the game and it's beautiful, and the music, and like they're all up in arms about this amiibo where you can't play music without the amiibo or something. And it's like the music is there. I don't like and they're like, well, if you want to spend $70 on a game that doesn't let you play music, and it's like, nothing about this. Like this,
at
the
best,
music, like,
the internet is disingenuous and gives half truths when it comes to stuff like that. Because is there an amiibo that unlocks music? But yes, there is. But that's not like the full story of what happens in the game. It's just that's the narrative that has been crafted about that. So, and the narrative goes much further than the truth, unfortunately, with all things.
yeah. So
Tony, that's fantastic. Tony, that is a joke. That is good. It's stitched. Hello. They say I like the desert soundscape. It's kind of haunting. I have not gotten there yet, so I can't talk about it.
Yeah, the desert soundscape's awesome. The whole thing is awesome. It doesn't stray from like the Metroid Prime. Like you said, you heard all those familiar noises and you were right back in it. Like all that theremin stuff that's in like all the songs and all that stuff is just great. It's really, really well done. The areas that you explore are awesome. There's one area that I just did today that was particularly awesome. You go all the way through, do something, and on your way back, the whole like what you did changes the area slightly, but in such a cool way, and it's just really great. I've been enjoying the crap out of it. So it kind of depresses me that I'm reading all this vitriol only from, like, obviously, yeah, it's depressing to read that stuff from anybody, but like from the people who claim to like the Metroid Prime series.
Don't trust anything anybody says.
They have to be lying.
They are either lying or they played the games when they were like 6 and other ages and very young, and now they're adults and they are mad at their life, or they're mad at something in their life, and they go back and play it, and there are things in this game that weren't in those games, and that makes it bad.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I'm loving it. Like I said, I wish I don't need it to be a rehash exactly of Metroid Prime 1, but for me, it didn't need the kind of the hub world with the motorcycle. And they didn't really need all the hand holding. Because in Metroid Prime, if you recall, and they still do it in this one, it'll show you the map and highlight the room you need to go to. Like, that's all the hand holding you really need.
I would love to be in the development meetings about it, because I don't know. It's all speculation, and I would rather it be like that too. But I would imagine they're like games today, pinpoint, pin drop, GPS. They tell you everything, how to get there, and like that's how gamers want games. Clearly, that's the way they've shown it. So Nintendo or Retro was like, we should probably add some of that stuff in, because that's how games are now, and that's what people are used to and what they want, which is disappointing because we don't want that. But I could imagine in the development meeting, they're like, if we don't put this in there, people are going to be like, where do I go? What do I do? I hate this game. I'm done. So,
well, one thing I remember about when the first Metroid Prime came out on the GameCube is when you started up, you were like, this is it was like the best looking game on GameCube. It was like one of the best looking games.
Yeah.
I remember it looking so great. And that was like a huge thing back then. And it's like the developers like went back to that time and they were like, what made Metroid Prime like kind of like mind blowing the first time you booted it up? And it was like how it looked. And boy, does this game look awesome. It has that right.
As far as like graphic sophistication goes, it's not a very sophisticated game, sure. But when it comes to art design and art style, it's through the roof.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it gorgeous. That art style that they use for Metroid games or Prime games is beautiful and like weird and strange and just it's really nice to look at. Very interesting to look at.
So they did a great job. I'm really enjoying my time with it. Was it worth an 18-year wait? I don't know about that, but it's really great to be playing a Metroid Prime again. And they didn't skimp. I'm telling you, they really. The moments that are pure Metroid Prime are perfectly done. So for me, so far, I'm really enjoying it. I hope I hope people that are fans of the Prime series are playing it. Most likely, they're the ones who are playing it and not commenting.
Exactly.
So congratulations to all of us fans of Prime. And I don't know. Like I'd like with you to sit in on these developers meetings because I'd like to know why they chose to go with the hub world and the motorcycle. Now, like I said, the events leading up to getting the motorcycle I thought were amazing. But once you get out there in the desert, after a couple of minutes, you're like, I don't think anything else is going to be happening here. So we'll see. Maybe that'll change moving forward. But yeah, other than that, I would say it's totally worth it. If you like Metroid Prime at all, this is the one to play. And I'd imagine I'm playing it on Switch 2. I'd imagine that's the optimal way to play it. So if you have the means, I highly recommend picking it up. And I'll chime in with you, RMC, if I think of anything else while you're talking about it.
Do you think there's a possibility that they're going to have downloadable content of Donkey Kong driving through those desert scapes? Like you're going to come across Donkey Kong characters on go-karts.
I don't know. That might be worse than the things I don't like about it now. I don't know if I would.
Wrong.
That would be weird.
All right, just checking.
But you never know. You never know. Probably not. RMC, thanks for listening, everyone, to my, I'm always so eloquent in my brain when I talk about these things. And I even made notes and I was like, I've got so much stuff to say about Metroid. It's going to come across perfect. And it's always comes out like with a lot of likes and a lot of, trail off sentences. But anyways, RMC, thank you everyone for listening. RMC, what have you been playing?
Thanks for asking. I was very busy this week, so I haven't played a lot, but I obviously had to make sure I had some time with Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, so I played Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I won't talk too much about it since Deux did a wonderful job talking about it. I will say that Miles, not surprisingly, as I'm sure everyone expected, does not bother me at all. I would argue that I like Miles, and he actually made me chuckle. And I don't mean like I was rolling on the floor laughing or anything, but there were a couple things where he said that I was like, oh, that was funny. I like that. So overall, my time with Miles, I've enjoyed, and I'm not far in the game. I'm probably like an hour and a half or 2 hours. I had to stop because I had to go to bed. I didn't want to stop. I can tell you I'm in the room where he's standing at some machine and he's working on it while I'm going to do other things. And there's like a door in there that's locked from the front. And it was very obvious to me what you had to do to open the door because you have a special, I'll talk about that. You get a weapon very early on that is like the beetle in Skyward Sword, where you like shoot at a beam and then you can control the beam where it goes. So I loved that in Skyward Sword, so you're doing that here to unlock doors, and I would imagine other things at some point. So that's where I am. I think the game is absolutely gorgeous. I'm playing it on Switch 2 as well. It's got such a beautiful art style that really shines, and seeing it in like 4K, I don't really care about that stuff, but it looks better obviously than what my memory has in it, which is Corruption on the Wii, which looked great for what it was, but that wasn't anywhere near HD. And just seeing that here and like getting to really see that stuff up close, it looks really nice. It looks like a Prime game, but it looks like how you remember a Prime game looking.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I like that. I am playing mouse controls because that's the way I wanted to play. So when I first started up the game, as you know, it says like, what controls do you want? And it's like standard controls or mouse controls or gyro controls or whatever. And I was doing something, and when I looked up, the icon showed one hand playing with the Joy-Con regular and one hand using it
playing with
as,
myself
as a mouse. And I picked that, and I was like, okay, we're good to go. And then I started the game, and I was like, this mouse control is weird. And I was trying to wrap my head around it. I was messing with sensitivity, and I'm like, why is this so strange? And then I was like, oh, I
chose the wrong hands.
I accidentally picked motion controls, which also allows for mouse input. So I had to, like, when I was playing with mouse, it would move the reticle, and I had to push the reticle to the side of the screen to then turn my head. And I was like, that's weird. Why wouldn't they just have it where the mouse is the center point and you turn when you turn? And I sat there for a while. I was like, this must be on the wrong thing. And I saw that I was the wrong thing, picked it, and then it worked fine. I was like, okay, this is great. So I'm playing with a lap desk as I would with a laptop. And I have the Joy-Con in one hand and the mouse Joy-Con in the other hand. And I'm loving it. I find it really fun to not lock onto things and just freehand shoot, because that makes it more interesting for me. I'll lock on when I'm scanning just because that's not a moving target and I don't need to worry about that. But I like to add in a little more challenge. So I am not locking on when I'm shooting enemies. I'm freehand shooting because I enjoy that better. So I'm aiming with the mouse. I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. Because I'm using the lap desk, I'm completely comfortable. Everything's good. All about it. Love it. Think the mouse controls are great. But as Deux said very eloquently when we were playing Fortnite, he said you said you tried mouse controls and you tried motion controls and they weren't really clicking for you. And you were like, I'm supposed to have fun while I'm playing a game, so I'm just going to play the way that's fun for me. And you went to pro controls, and that's it. I was like, yeah, the games are about having fun. You don't have to force yourself to use a new method because it's new. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. And if there's other options, go for it.
I wanted to use those methods. Because like I said before, I really loved the motion controls for Corruption, and the mouse controls are cool. So like I wanted to use those too. Again, it's probably my setup. I'm like really reclined when I'm playing. So
yeah, I can't play like that ever. Like I got to be sitting up
motion
straight.
Controls. There's like a calibration, like a center button, right? That brings you back to center.
Yeah.
So like it might also be that like you just have to visit that button more frequently.
Yes, if you definitely do on Switch and Switch 2, you 100% have to hit that recalibration button without a doubt. Yes, because it loses sync fairly quickly depending on what you're doing, because it doesn't have an IR sensor. There's no reference point other than you hit the button and it's okay. It's like, okay, here is the center, and then after a while, it's like, where was center?
Sorry to derail. I feel like the dock or something with the Switch system could have that, right? Like the dock could also be. I mean, but now you're forced to keep the dock centered.
It could be an IR sensor. You're saying, yeah, but you'd have to have it centered or above your TV,
or a wireless. Now I'm getting out of control.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, we're
I'll keep
doing
my
it.
ideas. If the front of it, so if the dock had an IR sensor that you can pop out, it's like charging while it's on the dock. Now you pop it out and you place it in front of the television, and when you're done, you pop it back into the dock. At least then it's like still there. It's like a possible device.
I would imagine, Nintendo didn't do that because they want you to be able to play everything portably. They're not going to make games centered around an IR sensor if you can't do that on the go.
I guess so.
And I can't imagine that many games are going to utilize it too. Not that that's not a reason to make
that was one of the best input
modes. I loved it. Yes. For menu selection in certain games. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Just the fact that like you can play games, like you're like shooter games or whatever. And like, you're just moving around.
Hands down, I would say the best way. Yes, 100%. But at least we get the option on Switch and Switch 2. It's not as good as that, but with the recalibration button, it's fine. I mean, that's how I played the chunk of Skyward Sword that I played, and I played World of Goo that way as well, and it works it works perfectly fine as long as you keep going to the recenter button.
Holo Blood Ocean 07.
So yeah, Miles I got no problem with. I think the game's really nice looking. I love the mouse controls, and I have a long way to go. I have a feeling I'm really gonna like the desert and the motorcycle because I love the Mako in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
I loved it. And I know you were out there doing nothing basically with it, but something about it, I just loved it.
But the Mako, you know, like you could go up like hills, like the Mako was fun because it could go everywhere and you didn't realize it could, and you were
I
this
just
thing can go everywhere. Where you wait till you get to the desert, but like I mean, I know you're gonna like it, but trust me, there ain't nothing there.
I don't care if there's nothing there. It's like saying
Reminded me of
it's like Ocarina of Time's Hyrule Field. There ain't garbage there. You're doing nothing that whole time, but I love being out there. You
I mean,
ride the horse and you go around.
I liked that too, but that was, you know, that's kind of what I'm talking about when I'm saying like this game has a lot of video gamey elements to it. Like that's a very video gamey element that for me doesn't fit nicely into a Metroid Prime game. But that was just me saying that.
Well,
and then yeah, I don't know.
Like in Xenoblade, the ones that I played, there's a whole bunch of nothing out there, and I just like that. I don't know what it is, but there's something about that I appreciate. To me, it makes it feel it makes a game feel more real because I'm like, yeah, the real world doesn't have stuff everywhere that's supposed to be a point of interest. It has a whole bunch of nothing all over the place, and there's just something about that I like.
Annie Austin over
but
there.
I need to. That's what I was thinking while I was saying it. But now I need to see how it comes off in Metroid. I haven't gotten there yet. But
yeah, I mean, see what you think. For me, it reminded me of that game Sable, where you're just like riding a bike in the desert, and like it was for me not that engaging. So
I agree with you on Sable. I thought it was not that engaging, but I think it's because Sable, for me anyway, didn't have a lot that you were doing otherwise. Like you weren't really doing much of anything at all. You were just like going like there's no engaging gameplay element. Whereas like in Metroid, you know, you're shooting and you're solving puzzles and you got unique methods of traversal and stuff like that. And then I'm seeing it now. Until I play it, I won't know, but I'm seeing it now as like your downtime where you're just like out driving and like, you know, it takes a couple minutes to get where you go. I like that. I don't know what it is. Like in GTA, I like the times when you're just driving around to places, even if there's nothing really
Is
to
it
do.
an open desert world? Like you can go anywhere within a boundary?
It's just like a big open desert.
Like you're not stuck on like
I
driving.
haven't gotten there yet. You got to talk to him.
Yeah, it's literally just like sand dunes and sand, and there's like little birds that fly above you that you can shoot while you're driving, and there's
Blood Ocean. I get that reference.
There's a couple of little temples that I guess are kind of like Breath of the Wild temples, like as far as
are there?
Yeah, I mean there's a couple. Like I don't know how many there are. I've only found 2, but
that makes it more exciting to me.
But yeah, like that kind of stuff is cool. But like other than that, there was really not much. And I think like a part of the frustration on top of that was, like I said, going back and forth. And I don't know if, you know, I didn't know what was necessary to listen to Miles about and what was necessary to not listen to him about. So those are just a couple of little things. But
yeah, I'll have more informed opinions to share come next week. I just did not have the time to play.
Did you get the morph ball bomb thing?
No, I'm very early on. I'm really taking my time with it. Like I said, exactly where I'm at is that save room where Miles is working on that machine that you power up, and then he's like, you go off and explore and I'll be here working on this thing. So that's where I'm at. I was like, this is good. I felt this is a good spot to save, and I was like, let me find a save around here. And the room right next to it was a save. So I was like, oh, well, clearly the game feels this is a good time to save too. So yeah, but next week I'll be I'm going to put the vast majority of my time into Metroid going forward. And I didn't want to rush it. So that's, and like I said, I've been busy, but the only other thing I played was Bubble Bobble Sugar Dungeons, which I'm a big Bubble Bobble fan. I always, for the podcast, my Bubble Bobble mouse pad is right here. And I have a friend who's into Bubble Bobble as well, and they wanted to hear about Sugar Dungeons because they bought it and they have some issues with it. I don't know how much they're really disliking it, but they certainly had some issues. And I can't wait to talk to this friend next time we're in Fortnite because I'd like to take the temperature on a few things with his conversation. So Bubble Bobble Sugar Dungeons is, as I said, a Bubble Bobble game that adds in some roguelike elements to it. So you are able to upgrade your abilities, like shoot bubbles further or move faster or bring fire bubbles with you or stuff like that. So elements, that get faster and shoot further bubbles wasn't a part of old Bubble Bobble, but fire bubbles and electric bubbles and all that were a part of the older games, but now you can get them and bring them with you. So you go into a level and there's enemies and you clear the enemies and then you go to the next level. Sounds pretty much like Bubble Bobble, right? Because that's what it is. The only difference here, our friend was saying how he missed Bubble Bobble where you would fight the enemies and then the screen would move and you'd go to the next stage and you fight the enemies. And the only difference here is you go in a door. Literally everything else is the same. You go in a stage, you fight enemies, and then you go in a door, and then you go to the next stage.
Can you go all the way to the right and come out on the left side of the screen and drop down and come out from the top of the screen? Or it's not like that?
I want to say I haven't yet.
Because that's what I thought he was.
But I haven't gotten to any stages that have holes in them yet. So I don't know.
Yeah. See, that maybe I was confused because that's what I thought he was complaining about, that he couldn't do that.
That's a huge tactical thing.
It is. I mean, if there's holes in the stages, I don't know if that's going to be later or not. I honestly have no idea.
And is this a roguelike?
Yeah, like that's what I said in the beginning.
So every stage is going to be slightly different, like randomized,
that's
kind
the
of.
Thing. So it is, but I think it's pulling from a whole bunch of presets. So I think you're going to, because I've gotten stages where I'm like, I feel like I've already done this stage, but maybe the enemy was different. But like, I really feel like they randomly generated like 100 different options and it will plop those in for you. I don't know, because I feel like there's some stages I've already seen before, but other ones were new and I hadn't seen them. And like the game also opens up where like the screen will, just like it did in the original Bubble Bobble, like your TV screen is one screen. But as you get further into the game, it like shrinks that down. So your screen is still the whole stage, but now the stage is twice as big this time. So you're still walking around in the thing, but the camera zooms out. So it's a bigger space for you to explore. But yeah, no holes yet where you're falling through. Like there hasn't been a hole because I would have checked that right away to see if you would have fallen from the top. So I don't know if it's a case of him saying he's far enough in the game to know that that's not a thing, or he's not far enough. Because I played for like an hour, a little bit over an hour last night. And I like the ability to upgrade stuff. I think that's cool. The Bubble Bobble mechanics were Bubble Bobble, so that was fun. I felt they made it easier to bounce on the bubbles, which I appreciate.
Is that the bobbling?
Lots of bobbling on the bubbles, yeah. I don't like that I haven't heard the Bubble Bobble theme so far. I've heard the music is bad, but the music in all the Bubble Bobble games is bad, huh?
What does that sound like?
You know it. You do it.
I don't know it. I can't.
I haven't heard it yet. What I have heard is bad music. It's on the edge of being annoying.
That's not good.
But that's how all these new Bubble Bobble games are. Whoever's doing the soundtrack or whoever does the soundtrack on each one, and no good.
Get them out of here.
I don't care for the visuals. I think 3D Bubble Bobble games are, for my tastes, ugly. I don't care for the visuals.
Ugly.
But it's whatever. I also don't care about the visuals in general.
But there's no Bob.
That's so far the biggest sin. As far as I can tell, this is a Bubble Bobble game without 2-player, which is like a cardinal sin, I think. Like a Bubble Bobble game is supposed to have multiplayer.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why it's not there. I don't know what would be a technical limitation, because I couldn't imagine there would be any. So I don't know why that's a thing, but that seems like a real bummer to me that there's no local co-op. There's no co-op or no multiplayer at all.
Bobble.
It's just
Sounds like
bubble.
bummer.
Bummer bubble. So that's disappointing. But yeah, as far as like, what do I want from a bubble game? You're a little dragon, whatever. You go around, you put enemies in bubbles and you pop them and then you go to the next stage. That's all I really need. And that's all this is, with some, I would argue, nice wrinkles in there. I'm not like, this is amazing. And I'm not like, this is incredible. But I'm like, okay, this is cool. I can like enhance my bubble abilities. I can move a little quicker. And you have to go back into stages because you need the quote unquote ingredients to do this stuff. So it's like, oh, you want to enhance your bubble shooting ability? Then I need 5 pineapples and 6 cherries. So you got to go through stages and beat enemies and open treasure chests, and they randomly drop you things. So you just got to do that until you get what you need. And the game also has missions where it's like, defeat this boss, or go in this stage and collect 10 of these things. And as you complete those missions, new missions open up, and new missions will open up new stages and stuff like that. So a lot more to explore. I would say early impressions are this is one of the better modern Bubble games. And I like the little wrinkles that they've done. I'm not blown away, but I've never been blown away by a Bubble game. I just like Bubble. It's just fun to me to shoot the bubbles and pop the bad guys. I don't know. So overall, I would say I'm enjoying this as much or slightly more than I expected, but music sucks. I think the music is bad. I don't like the visuals. I also don't like food themed levels, so that's a thing, but whatever.
And the entire game, every single level is food themed, basically.
Well, since it's called, what's it called? Bubble
Sugar Daddies.
Sugar Dungeons. I would imagine they're all going to be food themed, but I don't know. Maybe later on they won't be. And enemy designs are weak. Like the enemies that they have brought back that are, redesigns of classic enemies, I'm like, whatever. And in the new enemies, it's like, it looks like a cookie and it's got sprinkles on it. And I'm like, so. But whatever, I don't care. I'm going to kill him anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. The gameplay is fun, and that's it. If you're a Bubble fan, I don't know. I guess our friend is a Bubble fan, and he's not feeling it, but it's all about falling through the holes. So I need to examine that more.
I have to say, I'm worried about him getting Metroid Prime 4 as well. I can't see him enjoying it.
He's a tough customer with all games, really. Not that he's mean, but he's just very... What makes him happy in a game is very interesting to me, and I want to figure that out more because he's very unique. And it sounds like a science experiment, and I kind of mean it like that too. Because I'm like, man, the things most people I would think don't like about, like he really liked whatever that game was, Nick's Quest, the Zelda ripoff that was from Ubisoft. It wasn't a bad game, but it was like it's like that meme where a kid's like, I want Legend of Zelda. And the parents are like, we got Legend of Zelda at home, and you go play that game. And you're like, well, yeah, but it's not anywhere near as good. So he really liked that game. And
yeah,
it's like, it wasn't a bad game, but it was.
Well, he loves Metroidvanias. He's been playing like Blasphemous and Axiom Verge,
which
and
are
stuff,
great games.
And then he'll play something like Metroid Dread and be like, I don't really like it. And it's like, it's like the king of Metroidvanias.
Yeah, it's very odd. That's why he's interesting to me, because
I
love Axiom Verge, and Blasphemous is amazing, but he has trouble with difficulty in games, and Dread is by far the easiest of those 3 games. Axiom Verge and especially Blasphemous are much harder. So I don't know. He's very interesting. I don't mean it in a bad way, but I like to pick his brain on games because it's stuff that I can't figure it out. It doesn't click for me. But anyway, that's my time with Sugar Dungeons. I am enjoying it. And I played it last night before I went to bed. And I was like, this would be a nice little routine before going to bed. Go into a dungeon and do a couple runs and get the fruits that I need. And
fruits of your labor.
It was good. It was good. All right, let's do questions. Send your questions to goninpod@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNinpod@gmail.com. They can be about Nintendo video games in general or whatever the hell you want. NicoDarunia asks, You work at Nintendo and are tasked with creating some crossovers. You can, in fact, revive Nintendogs, GB Robo, Star Fox, but the new games have to be crossovers with other Nintendo franchises. What do you cross them over with?
Donkey Kong in Metroid.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. Yeah.
And can you
Checkmate.
elaborate on that?
No, you're driving around through the desert and you come across
No,
somebody
here's
else
me
who's
elaborating.
driving. And you're like, oh, hey, I didn't know you existed in my world. And then you race them.
Oh, so it's like Journey, where I get to play as Donkey Kong, you could play as Samus, and we meet each other in the desert somehow, and we don't know each other as a real person.
Sure.
I have one answer, and I think it's the best answer.
real answer.
Put Animal Crossing and Tomodachi Life together. It's a match made in heaven. Those two should be together. Take the chattiness of Tomodachi Life, or take the town aspect of Animal Crossing and put it in together. Yeah, those put those games together. Damn it!
I think we've already experienced this in some way, but not like the actual character or whatever, but like a Mario game
I'm familiar.
and Tetris.
We've had that.
Dr. Mario.
What is it?
There's Tetris on the DS with all the Mario stuff, but Dr.
they-
Mario is inspired
Where basically
by Tetris.
like your character's on the left side of the screen, you got to build a path, but if you stack it too much, it eliminates floors.
So
like,
there
it
haven't been,
eliminates
as far as I remember,
layers.
games with Mario where you do that, but there are games where
They
you
do
do
that,
exactly that.
yeah.
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 Tetris games specifically where you do that.
Now, is this
so it happens.
any game, or is it just Nintendo games?
Says you work at Nintendo. You can, in fact, revive any Nintendo
So-
franchise, but new games have to be crossovers with other Nintendo franchises.
So
we are at
Tomodachi
Nintendo.
Life, that's a Nintendo game?
And I'm going to try and get this out ahead of time now, and hopefully you'll bite. You like Animal Crossing. You finally decided to play it at some point. I, based on that, have no doubt you will enjoy Tomodachi Life. If you like Animal Crossing style games, but you want them to be infinitely funnier, then Tomodachi Life is the
Nice.
way to go. Plus, you could put all the friends and celebrities you want in there.
Oh,
Me and Steve Harvey and
I can
Who else?
make characters in that.
they're all me based. Yeah,
Oh,
you
cool.
put in whatever me's you want.
Nice.
But
Oh.
there's only been one other Tomodachi Life, so you only missed one, and it doesn't matter. But this Tomodachi Life is hysterical, like legit laugh out loud, very funny because of the weird ass stuff that goes on in those games.
Nice.
But there's the Animal Crossing aspect too. Nicky Hill, you seem like you had something to say.
I'm just trying to think of what we can do a crossover with for like Mole Mania.
A golf game, Mario Golf and Mole Mania.
Oh, listen to
It's
this
right there,
guy.
Whole Mania.
Oh,
Whole Mania.
And
Make
we can
it,
even
Miyamoto.
we can add a little golf in there too if we want.
Right.
yeah.
We also have a Patreon question. Nicky Hill, did you
What?
know that you can join the Patreon
Where?
for $1?
Maybe I will.
Yert Packer did, and they asked this question. What is a lifetime statistic you would like to know about yourself? Something like how many total games you have played, longest ever fart, percentage of your life spent doing something specific. Yes, I want to know all these. I want to know the longest fart. Are you kidding me? Definitely. I want to know how many times I've eaten at Pizza Hut. I want to know.
Oh yeah, I want to know my lifetime counter for Rolos maybe.
Or
Or Oreos.
Lifetime.
Like if I could break down every snack food that's really not good for me and see how many times I've consumed it,
not enough
put it in a spreadsheet, get the calorie count total.
time spent on the toilet. I want to know
I
that.
feel really good about that.
Amount of ass wipes. How many times have I wiped?
Oh,
my
how
butt?
many squares of TP? have
Yes.
you used?
See, anything. I'll take
a
stats on all of
lifetime.
it. It doesn't matter what it is.
Interesting.
How many
I don't want-
episodes of
I don't
Price is
want-
Right have I seen?
I
Tell
don't
me.
want generalizations. I want to know the actual numbers, the hard, cold facts. Cold,
NicoDarunia
cold hard
is
facts.
NicoDarunia is saying they think they phrased their question incorrectly. The question we did previously, and they meant something different. It must have been they must have been distracted. They say, "Well, submit the new question next time, and we will get to it." Yeah, I don't care what stat it is. I want to know. I want to know all of
they'd
it.
all be
It'd
interesting.
be all interesting. Yeah, exactly. Tony De La Mancha, because I'm so classy, I do the bidet toilet paper combination. spray the butt, then wipe the butts for
Oh.
extra cleanness.
I thought you were going to say you spray the paper and then wipe the
I get a nice wet wad of toilet paper.
and usually that just
Oh,
falls
God.
apart.
Before I was just dipping it into the toilet water. Now I spray.
Gross.
And that toilet paper, it does not hold up when it gets wet.
Trying to think of like more serious stats I would want to know, like how many times I saw my grandparents in my life, or how many
times you
I've
walked in
had.
on your parents.
That'd be a nice one. 0. I know. As far as I know, 0. I've walked in on them, but not doing anything. Maybe they were doing something. Yeah. How many hugs I've gotten? How many? I just keep going back to foods.
Yeah.
How many pizzones I've eaten?
Oh my goodness.
Can I get stats on things that haven't happened? How many more pizzones I will eat? Gonna get those numbers up.
How many
hearts I've broken? There you go, Tony.
How many? So when you're eating a bag of Doritos and you'll get like the one Dorito that's like dusted up.
Yes.
Like how many bags of Doritos could my dusted up or Doritos that I've eaten fill?
That's
If
great.
you just had a dusted up
That's
bag.
great. Yes.
God, can you imagine if they made bags just with the
you
know what I'm talking about,
yeah,
right? Where they're
yes, in a very, very similar fashion.
You
Before you
get
said
the one
that,
chip where you're like, oh, all of the other chips
And
in
it-
this bag
yes.
got it off of this
Yeah,
one.
It almost, exactly.
this is really funny because you didn't even say this, and at the same time, I was thinking of something very similar. I was thinking of, I haven't had them in a long time. Used to get them in school, or at least eat them at school lunch a lot. The pretzel boxes with the pretzel sticks, where the box has the ungodly amount of salt at the end, and
my
I used to
God.
lose my
dear
mind. And I
Lord.
was thinking, how many times have I done that? But that's the
wow.
same thing. How many pretzels could I salt with that end of the pretzel box salt thing?
How
what
many
did I
lines
just-
I carried in one in the highest number of lines I carried in one
How many
carry.
limes could I carry? I just had the turtle chips. We just got a bag of the flamin' lime ones. They had them at a local mall.
Now you're speaking my language.
And the end of the bag, like the last, maybe like a tenth of the bag was like very finely crunched up ones. And I poured that into my mouth, and I was like, this is the best thing ever. This is so good. And there were those, I don't know if I had them when you guys were here. They're Greek cookies. They're just like, they're kind of like a very soft pecan sandy, but they're coated in powdered sugar. I don't know what they're called.
Oh, yeah. I think I've had I have these right now.
No, you don't.
From
where?
Oh God.
We have
Lidl.
huh?
From
They
Lidl.
have.
I think wait. Oh my God. So there's a big one. Then I just have a package of cookies that are made off of the small one, and now I can't remember the name of it. It's something with an S or something.
Well, I got the tin. We had them at Costco. We saw the tin, and I was like, I want to try those. And they were like wrapped in like it wasn't like a tissue paper, but some kind of paper in this tin because there's so much powdered sugar. And the cookies were like one of the finest cookies I've ever had. But they were like, there was so much powdered sugar in this box, and I was like, I got to the point where there were no cookies left, but there was like fistfuls of powdered sugar. And like every night before I go to bed, I'd like, just one hit, and I'd go like and take like a whole thing and eat it. I'd be like, I shouldn't be doing this, but this is amazing.
the Hershey popcorn.
That's a good one, Dilbert.
That has like the s'mores at the end of the bag. Like I dumped the whole, like the rest of the bag or whatever into like a bowl, and I was eating the popcorn.
Yep.
And after I was done eating the popcorn, there was a bunch of like tiny little graham pieces and chocolate and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I want to eat this. So I just grabbed a spoon and I ate it like it was like ice cream.
I'm with you. And it's funny, very similar story. I didn't do that, but just this week we were at Five Below, and they had strawberry peanut butter and jelly popcorn. I was like, I'm down. So I got that, and it was delicious. And it was mostly like, there were a lot of loose popcorn pieces, but there were a lot of like clusters that were stuck together because of it had chocolate in it too. Chocolate and strawberry and peanut butter. And it was heaven. But I got to the end of the bag, and it was all the leavings of like all that. And I ate that, and I was like, this is the best.
So how about something like,
that's good,
how
Matty
many like fields, or like, like how large of a portion of a field of peanuts have I consumed in peanut butter and like
Yeah.
Reese's cups and
How
all
many
this other stuff? You know what I
that's,
mean?
Ice Dilber said how many Reese's peanut butter cups I've eaten. Yeah.
Right. Well, I
How
saw
many
that and it made
miles
me think of
Bigfoot
like
pizza have I eaten?
not just like how many of the cups, but like the equivalent of how many crops
Yeah.
have I consumed? you
Many
know?
biscuits.
Corn.
How many times I've tripped on the sidewalk? Yeah. See, any stat, give it to me. I'm all about it. Great question.
keep
Thank you
going
for
back
that,
to
Yert
food.
Packer. All right. I guess Nicky Hill's doing music. That's what
I'll
I've been seeing.
try.
Here you go. Here's the. Oh wait, no, I can't do that yet. Nope, wrong song. We got to do. I've got music.
I've got music. You want to hear it?
I got music. You want to hear
Found
it?
it.
You want to hear it? Oh.
Is that what you sound like?
Is it?
All right, Nicky Hill. No, I'm not talking to you, phone. She's been picking me up so much lately.
Try to protect us here from looky loos.
I'm one of those. Looky do.
Woo! All right. So, the first song comes from Steve Irwin, R.I.P. Also, I'm kind of showing the camera. Let's try to see if we can do this. Volume. And
I want to say I know this, but I'm not sure. Is this first party?
yeah. I deleted all the information from all the submissions, so don't ask me questions.
It sounds of the Wii 3DS era? 3DS?
3DS.
Electroplankton.
No.
Yeah, what is...
I don't even know if you played it.
But it's first party.
I'd say it is
So then I'll get Pokemon out of the way.
wrong.
Is it like a spin-off game?
Breath of Fire.
I think it is. Yeah, it's not a main line.
Starfy. That's DS.
No.
What is this?
3DS.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my fault. That part is it's got some Pikmin to it. Hey, Pikmin.
Hey, Pikmin!
Wow.
I should have just went with what I thought. when
Hey,
I was
Pikmin is
thinking
the correct response.
That was a good little tune.
Yeah, part of it felt very Pikmin to me.
I'm gonna do this. Are you keeping track?
I sure am. We're on song
Okay.
2. We have one correct.
The next song comes from Autumnal
sex song.
Blake. Full volume.
Oh, send your music to goninpod@gmail.com.
Where?
Goninpod@gmail.com.
Maybe I will.
Put music in the title.
Hell.
Help out your local mom brain. I'm going to say Box Boy.
You're right. That was Box Boy from
Box
Autumnal
Boy.
Blake.
He's a balloon boy.
Another great franchise. Great P-Plat.
Oh, okay.
Great P-Plat.
This one is from Rick Fillet.
Thank you, Rick. Who uses that noise? This could be a Pokemon song. Yeah, 'cause
Perhaps it is.
it's crazy and it's... Turn it up a little bit. Yeah, it's got that like... Yeah, it's definitely a Pokemon song. So, I don't know. Well, let's just start with Legends ZA.
No.
Pokemon Black.
No.
Can I have a
Pokemon White.
system?
I wish I could.
What if I could?
Arceus.
Now, you turn it down. All right, so this is on a console.
Pokemon Coliseum.
Great guess.
Thank you.
Pokemon Tournament.
No.
Pokemon
It's a
Switch.
Switch. Like.
Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Pokemon Sword Shield.
No.
Pokemon,
I don't want to.
no.
I don't want to be in trouble for leading you astray.
Pokemon Pikachu or Eevee.
No, this was on the Switch, but it was also on another system.
What's the other system?
I'm trying to find a Wikipedia.
And it's not Pokemon Stadium.
No.
No, this sounds way too good for Stadium. It's on another system besides Switch. That leaves Wii and GameCube. If it sounds like this.
Does it?
Well, tell me then.
Also, this wasn't. It was also on the DS.
Not this quality, Jesus.
No.
It was on the DS.
Perhaps if it was remade.
Is it one of the Jewel ones? It's named after jewels.
Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Diamond.
Diamond and Pearl.
Onyx.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give it to you, right? Whatever. Who knows? Like, there's no rules here. I make the rules. You got 10 out of 10, guys. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl
I
were
like
remakes
these
from Diamond and Pearl.
rules.
So that version of the song was not the DS version. It was from the remade version.
Correct. But I'm gonna give that to you anyway because you're good boys.
And
Oh,
congratulations, everyone out there who sent in Pokemon songs. Thank
Got
you so
there.
much for doing that.
I like how it's congratulations on sending
You
it.
know, I really mean it when I say congratulations.
Yes, that is correct. I know you mean it, just not
Whatever
in the way
it
you're
is,
saying it.
we
yeah.
don't know what it is.
Oh, I think we know.
So this one is
Congrats.
this one comes from Super Duper Pooper Scooper. Oops.
All right, so it's portable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. It's awfully. Is it GBA?
Yeah.
I can't tell if this is first party or not.
No. At least my minimal knowledge tells me no.
I don't know. It's not to me indicative of a
Tunes.
specific
No.
company. I could go Sega. I could go Konami. Yeah, I'm just taking a step in the dark here. I got nothing on this at all.
I don't know.
You're be kicking yourself.
GBA?
GBA.
GBA, not first party. Not Konami, not Sega. It doesn't sound like Square to me. I don't know. I'll take the L.
Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge.
Never played it.
Oh,
Why
maybe
not?
you should get into that.
Honest answer, I do not know.
Is
Really
it
have no
is it
answer.
a real banjo game?
I guess. I mean, I would say no, but I guess technically, yeah. Because I don't know who made it. I don't even know. I don't know how involved Rare was. I'm looking up something for myself. You go
I mean,
ahead.
it says it was developed by Rare and published by THQ.
Developed by Rare, yeah. Why would I not play this? I don't know. Probably didn't have the money at the time.
Man, that's strange.
I don't know. This next one, though, comes from PT.
Didn't sound at all like Rare music. Jesus Christ. Oh, come on. A classic. Now, the question is, what game is it from? Wii Party.
Oh, right out of the gate. He gets it right, this guy.
Wow.
Wii Party.
Wii Party and Wii Party U. I would argue Wii Party U is the better game. I loved Wii Party U. The game where you had like a whole bunch of dice and you were on a highway over the water and you could roll dice and like raise parts of the bridge to screw people over. Oh my god, that game was so much, and it's filled with mini games. Obviously,
I clearly didn't play this game.
Oh my god, that game was so much fun. I yearn for that game to come back so bad because I want to play that with friends and family again. It was a blast. Oh my god, that was so much fun. Miss it, miss you, Wii U.
Miss them.
This one comes from Tentavision.
Now that noise is a Nintendo noise, but it might not be Nintendo.
I would say it's Nintendo.
Yeah. Okay, so this is this DS?
Sorry. Yeah. Why? Yes, it is DS.
Okay, so first party DS. Let's just start with Mario.
No.
Okay. It's not Zelda. It really does not sound like Kirby to me. Is this like this could be like an experimental DS game?
I mean, it was.
Is there a Yoshi?
Nintendo is here as a developer.
Okay.
But there's another developer who's co-developed. So is that
Yes.
second party?
They would be
Still-
this. I need to know who it is to know. If Nintendo's involved, then it's a Nintendo game.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
He said it's a
Yoshi.
Yoshi game.
Oh, that does sound like a Yoshi.
I also thought Yoshi. Clubhouse games.
No.
A walking simulator.
Mario Party.
Keep it going. He
Okay.
said no Mario.
Start it.
Not Pokemon. Is it a Wario?
Whoa!
Yeah, that's what that noise is. What am I doing? Trust your instincts. So it's a Wario. That noise is very typically WarioWare.
WarioWare?
Okay, so on DS Touched,
No.
Twisted. That's not on DS.
No.
WarioWare. Oh, the one where you make your own games, DIY.
Yes. So maybe it's not Nintendo developed. It's gamer developed.
You did it.
That game. I don't know how much that sold in the long run, but that's one of the best, coolest games Nintendo has ever done. That was so much fun to let you really make your own WarioWare games, and like that community still exists to
What,
this
you
day.
down? You draw it stuff like you.
You
draw
can do
stuff?
everything. Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know. I don't
literally do
remember
it
anything
all.
about it.
And you used to be able to connect it to your Wii U to play the games on TV.
Wow.
You could like send it to a WarioWare DIY channel and then play them on TV. And people made some of the funniest, most obscene, like horrendous best games. But like I said, there's still a website out there where you can send your games to the website, and you do it just like you used to do on a Wii U. So that community still exists.
Wow.
It's incredible. It's somebody just made a whole compilation of Deltarune WarioWare DIY games. But boy, was that fun. Such a cool idea. Such a cool idea. I don't think it sold all that well because people were like, I don't want to make them. I want to play them. But it had ones that were made in there that you could play. But yes, the bulk was
those
making.
things, it's like it doesn't appeal to everyone, but the people that it does appeal
Yes.
to are the very creative.
You're
ones.
right. It was so
Uh,
good. I still
Unabashedly creative.
pretty often have an urge to fire that up again. I just don't have I'm not a great artist, but I can do the quote unquote grunt work of making the game work, but the art is what makes it funny. Anyway,
This next one, I forget who it came from. Let's find out. Radical Defects, and in this next game song. I don't even know if this came out in this region,
Disaster Day of Crisis.
but I'm 98% sure you played it.
Tingle. Rosie Rupee Land.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Man, I mean, I don't know what any Tingle Rosie Rupee Land song would sound like, but I wouldn't guess it would sound like that.
I
think it was more my. Was it more my clue that got
your
you
clue definitely helped, but I knew it was DS, and I had an inkling it was first party, but not at all what it was. And Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land is filled with funny and weird stuff, but it's got some scary stuff. It's got some very strange stuff. It's got some serious stuff in it.
Hold
The
me,
story of
Mr.
Tingle in
Fairy.
that is actually kind of sad. It's about how nobody really likes Tingle. It's a good game. It's a good game.
Oh, poor Ting.
Yep. Well, listen, people shoveled all over that poor guy, and then he disappeared. And we got him in Hyrule Warriors, the original. But outside of that,
Maybe if it's for the best in this day and age that he's gone. laying
now we
low.
need Tingle more than ever. Look at what's that guy from SNL?
They
Bo
would
and
send
Yang.
him
Bo
to,
and Yang, dressed up as Tingle, loves Tingle.
send him to El Salvador. Tingle.
Tingaleo? Go on, please.
Elf Salvador. Is that
Elf
what you said?
Salvador. That's it.
This one comes from JC.
JC, like the Nintendo employee.
The carpenter.
I have no idea. Yeah, the carpenter.
The Nintendo employee is Rodrigo. This is a Game Boy game.
Correct. Game Boy.
I don't know what this is, but it's giving me. It has a Konami vibe to it.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Who makes Rygar? It's got
Tengen?
Taito?
I think it was Tengen. Tengen. Oh, that's very Metroid. That is very Metroid.
Who did you say? So I was wrong. I
I
thought.
said Konami.
Oh no, it's not Konami.
Tecmo.
It's not
Wrong too.
not developed by Nintendo, but published by Nintendo.
Published by Nintendo.
And very
huh?
tied
All right,
in-
Picross. Mario's Picross.
Yes.
It's got that good quality Game Boy. I really like that a good quality Game Boy song. I don't know how to explain it, but I like it. I like it a lot.
And you're only down one right now, huh?
My figures tell me 2,
What?
but I screwed up all the time. So
No. You got Hey Pikmin.
yep,
You got Box Boy.
yep,
Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and
Yep.
Shining Pearl. We got there. Wii Party.
yep,
WarioWare DIY.
Yep.
Tingle's Rupee Land. And
Yep.
Mario's Picross.
And how many is that?
That makes 7 out of 8.
So then my problem is I have us on song 9.
You're going to play.
Oh, we're
9.
going on 9 now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everything's good. Everything checks out.
This guy's checking them off that he already got them. One ahead.
That's
no,
how you
I'm
do
writing
it.
songs before they play is
This
the problem.
one is from NicoDarunia.
This
This is Cave Story.
No.
Undertale.
No.
is first party Nintendo.
I'd say so.
Oh, it's Kid Icarus.
Wait, is it first party? I guess so.
I thought I knew it at first. It's first party. It's Nintendo. It's just. I definitely know this, but it's throwing me for a loop.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I mean, I would say. See, this is where I get confused. I would say it's first party, but there are other developers working with it.
If Nintendo is listed anywhere, just consider it first party. It's very rare that Nintendo will be listed and they don't have anything to do with development. So Earthbound?
Yes.
Yeah.
Earthbound 0. Earthbound Beginnings.
Yes. Mother.
Yeah.
Earthbound
I knew
Beginnings.
it.
Is that the first then?
Earthbound Beginnings is the first game.
Because when he
Mother-
call it
Mother?
Beginnings, that makes me think it's a prequel or something.
Well, the first game was supposed whatever. It's a whole thing, you know. Mother 1, 2, 3. That was Mother 1, but we didn't get Mother 1.
Oh.
We only got Earthbound, which is Mother 2.
Well, the important part is you got there.
I don't know. I'd argue that the second one's the best one.
You would, in typical Do fashion, because it's the only one you played, and it is the second. your
And
favorite.
last but not least, we
It's
have
true.
a song from Tater Tot. Did we stump him?
Oh, there's a Game Boy. It's a Game Boy noise, but it's Game Boy Color. No, what is this? I literally don't know the system.
I feel like if I tell you, then you'll
Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
This sounds awesome.
Well, we should be able to get this because we only got 13 games to guess. Nestor's Funky Bowling.
No.
Mario Clash.
No.
It's not
Virtu-
the Wario game?
Virtual Boy Wario Land. I knew they wouldn't give us that one. Now we're in trouble. Water World.
No.
Tetris.
No.
I'm getting really
Tennis.
low on what I know.
Song's good though.
Pinball.
I never heard of it. No. Maybe.
Jesus Christ, I'm stretching the limits of what I know on Virtual Boy here.
No, it says it was released in the U.S.
It's not first party?
No.
Yeah, because Snow Bros.
No.
Something Bros. Yeah, I can see those assholes.
Bananza Bros?
No. What?
Buster Bros.
Bonanza Bros?
That's a real game on Genesis.
I mean, what am I doing? I can look it up. I already know what it is. Okay, I won't look it up.
Oh, look it up.
Something Bros. Don't they look like snowmen?
No. Two.
Bomb Bros. Buster Bros.
No.
Shoot Bros.
Too warm for snowmen.
Hot Bros.
Although, wait a minute.
Coconut Bros.
Wait a minute. One might look like a snowman, but not in this picture.
Banger. Oh, yes.
Wrong
Man, I
season.
would have never remembered that. Jack Bros.
Jack Bros. We got there.
Atlas back in the day. Jack
9
Bros.
out of 10. What an outing for the music department.
Wow.
Music department? Music segment.
This is such a case of goddamn, we don't do this anymore, but North America versus Japan. North American art for Jack Bros right here.
Where do you see
Okay.
Jack Frost in there?
See the Jack Pumpkin.
Japanese art.
Okay.
What did the game actually look like?
I don't understand what the Japanese one says.
Yeah.
So what do you like better? You like the Japanese art better? Is that what your point
I
is?
have a feeling the Japanese art is more in tune with what, more
Yeah,
aligned with
my
what the
point is,
gameplay looks like.
They're like, put it out in America and it looks scary and muscular and weird because
Okay.
we got to sell it. In Japan, they're like, let's actually show what the characters are supposed to look like. Yeah. So, because this guy right here, the Atlas guy, that's what he looks like now to this day.
Right.
He doesn't look like this garbage. What is this?
I don't know.
Oh,
Looks like
crap.
looks like an old
This
Iron
is
Maiden
supposed to
album
be
cover.
the Japanese guy I showed you. That's supposed
No,
to be
it's
him.
not.
Yes, it is.
No way.
I don't like it.
What a load
It's
of
like
filth.
when Mega Man 2 had a pistol in his hand.
Well, they just don't know. You know, they didn't know what they were doing at all back then.
Get this away from me.
Thanks, Nicky Hill. You did a great job.
I
as Mom
appreciate
Brain.
it. Thank you guys for getting almost all of them right.
We aim to please.
And thank you to all the listeners who sent in music.
And now we aim to leave because the
And
show is over.
Thank you.
Holy smokes. It's
And
7.
congratulations to all Pokemon fans on there. Deux views.
You
It's
love-
never
You
news.
can never let them enjoy it. You always got to rib them.
What's not to enjoy? Every week there's a Pokemon story, and every week there's a Pokemon song. What's not to enjoy? I'm saying congratulations.
But you're not. And I know it's a bit. And you know what? It's not funny anymore. It's
Well,
hurtful and it's sad.
This guy doesn't even play the Pokemon games, and he's telling me
I'm
what
playing
I'm
a Pokemon
saying.
game right now.
Well, congratulations.
Full circle, baby.
And that's that, folks. Oh, wait, there's one more thing. It's called Deux Views. It's never news. Rumor of the week with Do Michaels.
I thought it was Starry.
You thought wrong. It's with. So, ladies and gentlemen, you may have heard what we talked about earlier today. We talked about voice actor Jennifer Hale being replaced as the voice of Samus in the new Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Some new details came out about the switch and why it happened. So apparently a film director named Quentin Tarantino came out and said that he thought Jennifer Hale's performance was the worst that he's ever seen in any of the Nintendo games. And so they got rid of her. And
Wow.
and yeah, no one has seen her. They say that Charles Martinet has, quote, retired her early. I don't know what that means, but we do know that he is the ambassador. Him and Doug Bowser going around like a couple of hitmen, maybe in the Pulp Fiction hitmen.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
Jules and
Oh,
Vincent
and Vern,
Not
Jules and Vern.
Vern.
And how the podcast started, oddly enough. Know what I mean?
Know what I mean, Vern?
And that's all we got, everybody. Thank you for the very true story. Thank you to the Spiders and Flies. Thank you to Do. And
Oh, I
Nicky
forgot to
Hill
say
and
that
George
one
and
was
Josh.
true. Usually they're rumors, but this one was totally true. Sorry about that.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
yeah. So
what's the
she's
voice
dead.
actor?
Charles Martinet killed her.
Wow.
What's her name?
Jennifer Hale.
Jennifer
Hale?
Hale.
She related to Tony Hale?
I believe
Buster?
she is. Yeah, she's definitely.
Buster
That's a
from,
rumor, though.
Arrested Development, right? That's Tony Hale.
It
If
is.
you say so. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Hey, goodbye.
Goodbye,
everybody.
Goodbye.
Oh, I'm not
After
gonna.
show?
I'm not gonna be
Anything?
here. I'm not gonna be here for till next year. I don't think.
What's going on?
It's just the busy holidays, man.
What's your holiday next week?
Next week,
John
my
Cena's
nieces are
retiring.
in a theatrical performance.
That's not a holiday.
It's
What
a
are they
holiday
doing?
performance. I don't want to talk about it,
Okay. We don't have to.
but like, it's just a lot of back and forth now because of like band concerts, choir concerts, things of the sort.
Things of that nature.
It is that time of year.
And then I have a holiday party for the 22nd, and then we get into Christmas.
I am
Maybe I could
impressed.
be here before the new year, but after Christmas.
Okay. Fair enough.
Busy man.
Yeah.
In high demand.
Saint Nicky Hill.
Oh my God, it's true. All right, then we're done here.
Oh, come on. You got something else to give the people what they want.
What do they want?
I don't know. I thought you know what they want.
You acted like I had something. This is a Nicky Hill thing. I had nothing planned. We were done. What do you want?
I don't
Wuzzle,
know.
wuzzle, baka baka?
Just community. We love each other. Everybody take care of each other.
All right. If there's something you want to say, then say it.
No, just everybody have a great week. And for for me, have a couple of great weeks. But just take one
I'd
week,
like to
one
wish
day at
myself a
time.
great couple of weeks.
No. Coming from me, have a great couple of weeks. Because I'm not going to be here to wish you a great week next week. So just looking forward. Just take care of yourself.
This is very
and
Tim
every day.
Robinson for some reason, somehow.
Oh.
All right. Now we're done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Play some games. Rest, relax, hang out with friends and family. You deserve it. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Wow. Wow.
Something for the